the African perspective. Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Well, this is us at 6 minutes into the 1 p.m. hour in Central African time. Thank you very much for your listening ear. A pleasure to bring you the Upside, the festive edition. Literally, the last 2 days of this festive edition is what's left, okay? Because Tami Ngubeni will be back in studio from next week to take her hour back for Africa in Business between 4 and 5. Otherwise, we're going to enjoy it while it lasts. And thank you very much for being here. My name is Mmatsheko Mosito, here to host The Upside for you, opening gateways into the African continent and just enjoy the festive season or whatever is left of it, okay? Welcome to the show and thank you for being here. You and I in each other's company between now and 5 p.m. in Central African time. Thank you very much to Unati Batyashe and Tracy Bumgard on production, coming to you with Africa Update. They're back again tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on Channel Africa. channelafrica.co.za worldwide. If you'd like to stream there, you can also stream audio visually. Actually, we're back on audio visual streaming. That's on YouTube and Facebook. Just search for Channel Africa. You'll be able to find us there. Otherwise, thank you. If you're tuning in on DSTV's Audio Bouquet, Channel 802, or if you're tuning in on other satellite platforms on the African continent, Channel PAS 10. So we are going to be looking at big themes of music today. And one of the conversations we're going to have is with a DJ and producer, okay, by the name of Slaga, and we're going to be talking about his brand new extended play that is called Groove Utopia. I think it was released in the latter part of 2025. So that's just but one of the really awesome contributions when it comes to music on the show. So we're going to be speaking to Slaga about Groove Utopia. I love that name. And we've got the regular bits and pieces also coming through. Welcome to the show.
Are you fluent in French, Chinyanja, Portuguese, and Kiswahili? Are you passionate about radio? And are you looking to work in South Africa? Do you have papers that qualify you to work in South Africa? In that case, we might have an opportunity for you to work for Channel Africa. Send us your CV and demo at newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Remember, if you don't hear from us within 14 days, it means you have not made it or you have not been selected. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Africa, voici Abedi.
Oui, c'est moi.
Abedi est un passionné de musique dans l'âme. Il a un goût pour toutes sortes de musique et passe ses journées à écouter Channel Africa.
J'aime beaucoup la musique africaine.
Ok. Devinez quoi? Channel Africa veut aider Abedi et les mélomanes du monde entier à découvrir encore plus de musique incroyable. C'est pourquoi Channel Africa appelle les artistes africains à soumettre leur musique. Chers artistes, n'oubliez pas de nous fournir toutes vos informations pertinentes à l'email adresse musique@channelafrica.co.za. Les soumissions sont votre chance d'être entendues, mais elles ne garantissent pas une playlist. Toutes les soumissions seront soigneusement examinées pour voir si elles répondent aux exigences de notre station. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Tune in and turn up the volume. This is Channel Africa.
that you were beautiful to me. Now you are one Mario, now you are one Carigo. Never seen a girl like you before. I just wanna let you know, baby, yeah, that you were beautiful to me. See, many men, them are toasting you, but I'm the only one for you. The love you need, I will give to you more than any man can give to you, baby. Cause you were beautiful to me. I know many guys, them loving you, but I'm the only one for you. See all the love I will give to you, more than any man can give to you, baby. Yeah, yeah, cause you were beautiful to me, beautiful to me, yeah. Oh yeah, now, fine lady, scatter the floor, fine lady, give it to them, fine lady, Bakuruma, fine lady, give me the wine, fine lady, give me the wine, give it to them, fine lady, Bakuruma, fine lady, yeah, yeah, fine lady, scatter the floor, fine lady, give it to them, fine lady, Bakuruma, fine lady, give me the wine, fine lady, give me the wine, give it to them, fine lady, Bakuruma, fine lady, baby girl, you're just too fine. When you walk about, you blow my mind. Maybe me plus you combine, cause I really want to make you mine, baby. You were beautiful to me, so beautiful. See, many men, them are toasting you, but I'm the only one for you. The love you need, I will give to you, more than any man can give to you, baby. Cause you were beautiful to me. I know many guys, them loving you, but I'm the only one for you. See all the love I will give to you, more than any man can give to you, baby. Yeah, yeah, cause you were beautiful to me, yeah. Oh yeah, now, fine lady, scatter the floor, fine lady, give it to them, fine lady, Bakuruma, fine lady, give me the wine, fine lady, give me the wine, give it to them, fine lady, Bakuruma, fine lady. See, many men, they are toasting you, I'm the only one for you. The love you need, I will give to you, more than any man can give to you. Give me the wine, fine lady, give me the wine, give it to them, fine lady, Bakuruma, fine lady.
Debucho and Mmatsheko on the upside.
Namoro como foi a melhor coisa que aconteceu. Desejo de estar perto da flor que tá perdendo. Quando Deus fazia certeza que está pensava na mim. Não aproxima sem sentir, mas bem no fundo não sabia que aquele mesmo barulho que dá vida dele, que foi usado para bem de meu. Incrível forma que bota caman, que me estechou para nós de amor também. Boa felicidade é de meu, gata hesita na flor, man, creu tchau. Se por acaso alguém duvida, flaco força, boa amor de meu. Mulher de vida e boa, única que completa. Só vou chegar já basta, nunca tem mais nenhum. Mulher de vida e boa, única que completa. Só vou chegar já basta, nunca tem mais nenhum.
Minha cor é bom e que tem nada que te compara. Nosso coração é um só, até estrelas já não tamo aqui, não tá brilhando. Nunca criei outro menina, o amor e já vou convencer. Nosso coração tá combinando. Que quadro que dá no fim de cor, foi mesmo tela que pintou nos
Nunca cremas nenhum mulher que acabou. Ué, ué, ué. Mulher de minha vida, só porque sabe amar que compra, só porque tá com sua botiga já, só porque sabe fazer ninguém te realiza. Mulher de minha vida é boa, única que completa, sua botiga já basta, nunca crê mais nenhum, não, 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 não.
No matter where you are, Channel Africa is always with you.
Greatness.
Timbun with the melody.
DJ Neptune. Hit me.
I see you smile and you light up my life. No fit deny you're the light of my life. In all the stars it's already written. In all your eyes I see everything. No, give me deja vu. You name me once I go there times two. Show you fast you could say I do. Tell me the truth, yeah. See as you find, one of a kind. You to the shine, carry them more than me. The way you whine, put your behind. No other man, I love you more than me. Can't give me face, don't give me space. When you go there, go on my mother, me oh. Shorty now your mother go there bother me oh. Hola me oh, baby I go call up. Jackie mo bo she love because I go wait, I go wait, I go wait, I go wait. Oh baby I go call up. Go Jackie mo bo she love because I go wait, I go wait, I go wait. I go it. I've seen many bodies, pretty body, but nobody got the body like you do. Nobody fit to do me like you do. Nobody fit to do me like you do. Fancy gone, classy gone, no contender, just see what. See me kaya so you go to buy me low. Your government girl, I do your baby low. See as you find, one of a kind. You to the shine, carry them all down. The way you whine, put your behind. No other man, I love you more than me. You give me face, don't give me space. When you go there, go on my mother, me oh. Shorty now your mother go there bother me oh. Hola me oh, baby I go call up. Jackie mo bo she love because I go wait, I go wait, I go wait, I go wait. Oh baby I go call up. Go Jackie mo bo she love because I go wait, I go wait, I go wait. I go it, baby, I go call up. I keep my push in love because I go it, I go it, I go it, I go it. Oh baby, I go call up. But I keep my push in love because I go it, I go it, I go it, I go it.
Greatness.
20 minutes into 1 p.m. in Central African time. Welcome to the first hour of The Upside. My name is Mmatsheko Mosito, here to host the show for you until 5 p.m. as we continue with our festive programming. DJ Neptune coming through with Wait For You. You heard Gary come through with Unica, as well as Rick Hassani with Beautiful To Me in that triple play.
Live from Morocco, Neto Chemane takes you straight into the heart of the AFCON.
Absolutely extraordinary.
This festive season, the National Credit Regulator urges South Africans to spend wisely and avoid a January financial hangover. With many households already over-indebted, impulsive spending, social pressures, and easy access to credit can lead to the serious financial stress after the holidays. Set limits, spend only what you can afford, and avoid high interest loans, maxing out credit cards, or buying now to pay later deals without understanding the true cost. December joy shouldn't come with January stress. Spend wisely, protect your future.
Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose, reaching audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Africa at Play with Neto and ETO Chairman.
Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025. Bafana Bafana's opening match is against the Portuguese-speaking nation Angola on the 22nd. What can we expect from Hugo Bros and his charges?
When we went to the previous tournament, we sort of had the underdog tag as a country, and we were a little bit humble. Expectations were not as high as they are now at the moment. So I just felt that players were in a good space psychologically. I just feel that Bafana Bafana will still be tournament favorites. But coach Hugo Bros has a lot of work psychologically to make sure that players remain focused, humble, and players are playing without any pressure. Because when South African players are very creative, then we know that the outcomes are very good. But when they are under pressure, we know that sometimes the outcomes can be what we don't want to experience.
Coach Thabo Senong.
Live every Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time. Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge.
Plus de larmes, peu de peine. Beaucoup d'amour, peu de haine. Beaucoup de mal de je t'aime. Mais au final, toi tu restes. Et mon bébé, ce sera toi. Et personne d'autre que toi. Tu le resteras jamais, je le sens. J'aime quand t'es love, quand tu me rappelles. Tu me préfères au naturel. Tu me dis que je suis la plus belle. Tu fais monter mes décibels. Tu me fais tomber la la la. Tu me fais tomber la la la. T'aimer comme au premier jour, comme au premier rendez-vous. Tomber la la la. Tu me fais tomber la la la. T'aimer comme au premier jour. Si j'ai tort, tu me rappelles. Et même si t'as tort, je te rappelle. Toi, tu tiens les freins, les rênes. Moi, je porterai tous les maux et les peines. Y'a qu'avec toi que je fly away. Y'a qu'avec toi que je fly away. J'aime quand t'es love, quand tu me rappelles. Tu me préfères au naturel. Quand tu me dis que je suis la plus belle. Fais monter mes décibels. Tu me fais tomber la la la. Tu me fais tomber la la la. T'aimer comme au premier jour, comme au premier rendez-vous. Tomber la la la. Tu me fais tomber la la la. T'aimer comme au premier jour, comme au premier rendez-vous. La la la.
Debucho and Mmatsheko from the upside.
Dopamine, give it to me, all over me, pour it all over me.
Coming through with Fireboy DML's Dopamine. Welcome to the Upside. If you've just started listening, well, we are 28 minutes into the show. Thank you for being here. The first conversation coming through in the latter part of this hour, we're going to be looking at matters to do with learnerships, if you will. So why learnerships remain South Africa's most underrated pathway to long-term employment after 20 years of proven impact. So we're going to really unpack what a learnership actually is. What does it mean? It's significant, especially in this day and age with within government and even private sector education spaces, and why this makes sense for the future, why this makes sense for education. So we're going to be unpacking that with my special guest, Lindokuhle Ndlovu, joining me in their capacity as Marketing Officer for Learnerships at the Skills Development Corporation. And we're going to also just look at how young people can actually access learnerships, because that's another, it's one thing for learnerships to exist, but if you don't know where to go to access them, or you know what requirements are needed from you, then the exercise is basically futile, right? So we're going to unpack all of that. Consider it Learnerships Masterclass of sorts. That's going to be coming through in my conversation with Lindokuhle. Right now, though, it is 1:30.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
It's a very good afternoon from the Sports Desk. I am Musibu Di Makura with your latest sports news at the Sawa. We'll start here. Algeria wing-back Ryan Ait-Nouri says there is no easy matches at this stage of the Africa Cup of Nations tournament as they're prepared to face off with Nigeria on Saturday in the quarterfinals for a place in the semi-finals of the AFCON tournament. Now, the Desert Warriors aced the DR Congo 1-0 at the Moulay Hassan Stadium. This to book their quarterfinal place and remain on course for a third continental title, having last lifted the trophy 6 years ago. Ait-Nouri praised the quality of the Super Eagles while also insisting Algeria are equally equipped to compete at the highest level of the tournament.
As I said, it's going to be a really good match. We know that Nigeria is a strong team. Anyway, only strong teams are left now. So it's certain that it's going to be a really good match. We're going to try to prepare as best as we can for this match.
Now, he also gave DR Congo credit for putting up a fight, dragging the fixture to extra time, with Algeria finding the back of the net minutes just before the referee blew the final whistle for a penalty shootout.
Honestly, I'm satisfied. The most important thing was qualifying. Against a very good team from Congo, we know they have some really good players. It was a really great match. Everyone was there for it. We knew the match was going to be highly anticipated. So in the end, that's what matters most.
Now, the fixtures for the Total Energies CAF Champions League 2025-2026, as well as the CAF Confederation Cup 2025-2026 group stage matches day 3, 4 and 5 have been confirmed by CAF. Now, Africa's flagship interclub competitions will resume later on this month, with the next round of fixtures played between Friday the 23rd of January and Sunday the 25th of January across the continent. They were paused in December to allow the continent's best national teams to compete in the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations tournament in Morocco. Now, 2 rounds of group stage matches have now been completed and were completed just before the break, delivering, of course, early statements of intent from title contenders, as well as leaving several groups finally poised. Now, match day 3 marks the midway point of the group phase, making it a crucial juncture in the race for the quarterfinals, where momentum is key and there is little margin for error. In tennis news now, Olympic champion Zhang Quan announced on Thursday that she was withdrawing from the Australian Open that is set for later on this month due to a lack of physical conditioning. The Chinese player is a former finalist at this year's opening Grand Slam tournament, losing to the current world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka that was 6-3, 6-2 back in 2024. Now, Zhang underwent surgery on her elbow following a first round defeat at Wimbledon in July before returning to the WTA Tour in September. However, she pulled out in the third round of the China Open in Beijing after attending that, or rather admitting that she had rushed her return to competitive action. The Australian Open, which begins on the 18th of January, was where Zhang recorded her first ever Grand Slam victory and also her best Grand Slam result, although last year she was knocked out in the second round. The 23-year-old had a standout 2024, beating Donna Vekic 6-3 and 6-2 to claim Olympic gold in Paris, France, and also reaching the final of the WTA finals, losing to Coco Gauff in the deciding set tiebreak. Meanwhile, Arina Sabalenka expects to skip events again this year rather than put her mental health at risk over what she calls an insane season, even though she knows she's likely to be sanctioned by the WTA Tour for doing so, having confirmed the news, the world number one, earlier today. So the top players are obliged now to compete in all 4 Grand Slams, the 10 WTA 1000 tournaments, as well as 6 WTA 500 events under WTA rules, with the punishment for missing them ranging from ranking points deductions to fines. In 2025, Sabalenka competed in just 3 WTA 500 events. That was in Brisbane, Stuttgart, as well as Berlin, making her one of a number of high-ranked players, including the world number 2 Iga Swiatek, to have faced a deduction of ranking points. Meanwhile, the men's as well as the women's circuits have also faced criticism due to their 11-month seasons, and both tours came under fire and fresh scrutiny during the Asian swing towards the end of last year, with injuries piling up. And that's a wrap from the Sports Desk at this hour. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, do send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11714 4459. I'm back with more sports news in the next hour. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Musibudi Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. No matter where you are, Channel Africa is always with you.
Eyes on my neck, eyes on my lips. Many days I never sleep. Every day I'm chasing good life. Roller coaster, never tire. Sender, you wish me bad. Sender. I never come down, going higher. Johnny Sisi, load down, cash up, cash out, Onimaga, Bila, small money, ball out, Usain Bolt, run am, you get it, your clients, lock am, if you no get money, leave am, EFC symbol, Japa, Johnny Sisi, load down, cash up, cash out, Onimaga, Bila, small money, ball out, Usain Bolt, run am, you get it, your clients, lock am, if you no get money, leave am, EFC symbol, Japa, yeah, let you go, come on, let your money, let you go, come on, let your money, go back, Black for me, see them on chasing.
Well, everybody anyway, now we actually make you tell me. One more dog see, one other see, cold back with story. Oh my god, you also she look back with money to look at the neck. When you talk, you look on, back you go. Oh, fashion share, I'm cool of a car.
Every day I'm chasing good life. Even a summer buggy. Roller coaster, never tire. Hustler, come on. I'm a Johnny Sisi. I go low down. I don't low down. Check up. If you check up, you go know say na confirma. Oh yeah, Chichi. Shoba Tony Pelu Kiki. Pesa, àbọ̀mọ̀ ojú wa yìí. Àlàyé sọ ní pros, ariwo ti fẹ́ moriwo. Ó yà pokoli, àwọn ilé wọn máa ń gbé bọ́jú.
Eyes on my neck, eyes on my wrist. Many days I never sleep. Eyes on my neck, eyes on my wrist. For money I never sleep, mommy I take the risk. Blacker for me, Tobago me jack by them cash. I want them media, me them carnival. Come I call you every carnival.
Thanks for being with us. This is Bella Shruda with Cash App coming through on the first hour, or in the first hour of the Upside. Thank you very much for being here. We are going to be looking at learnerships, okay, as a space for skills development so that you can really get yourself on the up and up. And of course, we're looking at the fact that learnerships have been part of South Africa's education and work experience space for over 2 decades. We're going to have a conversation with Lindokuhle Ndlovu in a moment.
Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows, catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África, com Remo Samo e João Yabalá.
A situação do ativista angolano Serrote José de Oliveira, preso desde julho, tem gerado grande preocupação internacional. Conhecido como General Nila e presidente do movimento União Nacional para a Total Revolução de Angola, Serrote iniciou uma greve de fome em protesto contra a sua prisão, que considera arbitrária. De acordo com a Amnistia Internacional, o estado de saúde do ativista está a deteriorar-se rapidamente devido à falta de acesso a cuidados médicos adequados. Para discutir o impacto deste caso e o estado da liberdade política em Angola, vamos conversar com Dito Dale, ativista e defensor dos direitos humanos.
Nós estamos diante de uma clara estratégia de aniquilar o jovem, porque quando uma pessoa está doente, deve ser assistido. Ao não proporcionar esses cuidados médicos, o que é que o regime quer? Não quer que esse jovem saia livre e com vida da prisão, quer matá-lo.
De segunda a sexta-feira, das 20 às 21 horas locais, este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África.
The Upside. On the Upside, your voice matters.
20 minutes exactly to go till it's 2 p.m. in Central African time. Welcome to the Upside. You and I are in each other's company until 5 p.m. for the festive edition of the program, and at least until tomorrow. So for more than 2 decades, learnerships have changed South Africa in many ways when we look at how they've opened doors to work experience, formal qualifications, and real chances at long-term employment. Yet despite their proven impact, they continue to be overlooked and underestimated. Learnerships remain one of the strongest tools that we have as a country to close the experience gap, especially for young people and unemployed South Africans who are locked out of the job market simply because they lack workplace exposure. Learnerships do not only benefit learners who earn while they learn, they also create value for businesses through skilled talent pipelines, I want to say, as well as tax incentives. So let's talk about learnerships. Let's get an understanding as to how learnerships can really empower individuals and also empower workspaces alike. Lindokuhle Ndlovu is joining me on the line in their capacity as marketing officer for learnerships at the Skills Development Corporation. Lindokuhle, welcome to Channel Africa. Pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure talking to you, and compliments to the new year.
Happy 2026. And I'm really excited that we're talking about learnerships, and also just looking at the fact that 2 decades of learnerships is what we're looking at. That's quite a long time. Why do you think they are still undervalued as a skill development space in South Africa?
Well, I'll be honest. I think there's a huge stigma with regards to learnerships. There's a lot of misunderstanding as well when it comes to learnerships. Learnerships are for 12 months and they require that individuals come on board and actually attend the classroom as well as also going into the workplace. So learnerships, instead of them being seen as either a plan B for people that did not get into university, learnerships should be actually seen for what they are, and they are a way for you to get into the job market.
Absolutely. Perhaps also in that, Linda Gutler, we're just failing to understand what the benefit is, the opportunities that learnerships offer unemployed young people, if they, for whatever reason, were not able to get into traditional education spaces. So perhaps let's talk about that. What spaces do learnerships offer young people in workspaces?
Right. So more practical on the job jobs, because that's what a learnership gives you as a learner, right? A learner coming from matric, for example, or somebody who's been unemployed for a while. First of all, a learnership is able to get you off of your couch if you've been unemployed for a while to actually get into the classroom. But not only that, you're also able to participate in the work environment, meaning you are exposed to industry aligned situations. So you are better off for an employer having done a learnership rather than having been at home and doing nothing, because you would be equipped with responses, knowing how to communicate well, knowing all the soft skills that we actually teach you, and knowing industry, information, and knowing how to get customers, for example, is one of the ways that we teach you as well through the
Right.
training.
Okay. So who qualifies then? Who qualifies to apply for learnerships? And how do I then choose a program? Maybe I really am confused about what I want to do when I leave a learnership program. Who qualifies and how do I choose a program?
Right. So in terms of who qualifies, it is really a young unemployed individual between the age of 18 to 28 years old. It is a triple BEE, sort of like action in the education space. So we do look for individuals that are African, Indian, and colored, right? Under the skills development scope, right? And we look for individuals that are either living with the disability, previously advantaged individuals that are living with disability, or individuals that are abled and are looking for employment opportunities. But let me not leave out the willingness to finish what you start is also another something else that we look for in an individual, right? Somebody who will finish the leadership, show up on time, and have the ambition that you need, and the positivity and the will, right? In terms of who exactly? Sorry, you had asked who qualifies and how do they choose which qualification they go with. We
Yes.
have an amazing way of recruiting at SDC, right? We ensure that whenever we go into the communities or somebody comes to our campus here in Sandton, we are able to do an assessment. And this assessment, it shouldn't scare people. It's just to find out your literacy level, just to find out, how you are vocally when you respond to questions. We do that assessment where you need to get that 80% in order to pass it, and then you're able to do an interview afterwards, so that we find out, what the learner is interested in, so that we don't say we're putting you in a course that you are not interested in. For example, if you've never been interested in IT, the last thing we're going to do is throw you in the deep end when you've never used a laptop or used a computer or created something with Word. So we look at who you are, we do interviews, assessments, and we find you a course that you'd be interested in.
Okay. Okay. I mean, we're going to delve deeper into the story of the corporation, as it were, and unpacking learnerships. Okay. Looking at it under the lens of learnerships at the Skills Development Corporation. Linda Guhle and Ndlovu is joining me on the line, and we're going to continue our conversation after this.
madapiri pazoshitika, madapiri pazoshitika.
inogeka zingeni chihana alumbiritsidwa kukhala wachiwiri kwa mtsogoleri wa dziko la Malawi pa mwambo omwe unachitika ku nyumba yachifumu ya Sanjika mu mzinda wa Blantyre. Ndiye pano tili ndi olemekezeka a chihana. Takulandirani olemekezeka pano pa wireless ya Channel Africa pa Chinyanja Service. Amalawi ayembekezere zotani kuchokera kwa inu ngati wachiwiri winanso kwa president wa dzikolo?
Choyamba ngati vice president umagwira ntchito yopatsidwa ndi president imene yakuganizira. Ndiye malowozi athu atipatsa bwinobwino, koma ntchito yathu yayikulu ndi kuwathandiza president kuti masomphenya awo yakwanitsidwe. Pali zambiri zoti zichitike, nkhani ya njala mdziko muno, boma la udakali chimanga ndi china chomwe chili mdziko muno kuti tithandize families are affected. Chachiwiri kunali ma fuel shortages amene akanaliponso apo ndi apo, tionetsetse kuti pumps athu asakhale dry.
Zochitika pa nthawi ya 6 koloko kufikira 7 koloko madzulo, lolemba mpaka lachisanu ndi madapiri.
Darubini ya Afrika na I am Henry Shakif.
Tumeona chapisho mapema hii leo ya kwamba Wizara ya Mambo ya Nje ya nchini Marekani imesema inapitia upya uhusiano wake na nchi ya Tanzania. Pengine taarifa hii imepokelewaje na wananchi wa Tanzania?
Cha kwanza tumeiona taarifa ambayo imetoka hii leo. Sisi kwetu taarifa hii haikutushangaza wala haikutushtua kwa sababu tulishaona taarifa kama hiyo imetoka kwenye ubalozi wa Marekani nchini Tanzania, ikiwa imetolewa na bwana Tom Pigot.
Umezungumza kwa kina kabisa. Haya ni malalamiko ambayo yamekuwa yakijitokeza mara kwa mara. Unadhani sasa wana hoja ya msingi?
Unauliza maswali mazuri sana na maswali ya tafakari. Maswali ambayo hayawezi kujibiwa kwa dakika moja au kwa siku moja. Ni maswali yanayohitaji utafiti, yanayohitaji kusoma.
Darubini ya Afrika kila Jumatatu hadi Ijumaa kuanzia saa 11 kamili. Saa 12 kamili jioni majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
The Upside, taking the African perspective to fresh levels.
Welcome back. 10 minutes to go till it's 2 p.m. On the line with Lindogu Ndlovu. We are talking learnerships and looking at it from the lens of the Skills Development Corporation and the work that they are doing there. Lindogu, let's talk about how learnerships can assist people without prior work experience to build confidence and workplace readiness, which is very, very important.
Right, very, very important. So work readiness is the first week that our learners, let's say now you've been a learner and you are interested and you found us, luckily, by the grace of God, and then you're in our building, you then would have your first week as the work readiness program, where we take you through etiquette as a learner, because obviously we are aware that different learners are coming from have different backgrounds, right? We teach you how to communicate well. We teach you how to have flexibility and adaptability in the workplace, right? Meaning new technologies that might come on. How do you respond to that? How do you respond to changing environments in a workplace? Because young people might not have been exposed before to that. Etiquette as well, hygiene, making sure that you do your yearly maintenance of making sure you brush your teeth, you look okay, you smell nice. So also just teamwork as well and collaboration, how to be impactful in the workplace as well. So when it comes to this question, I'd like to just also mention that in South Africa in general, we have quite a big problem because of the unemployment rate and where it is. A lot of young people cannot get jobs because they don't have the experience. So what the learnership offers is a 12-month opportunity for you to actually be at a workplace that we find for you, with real people in that industry, with a real boss that has a weekly meeting with you and is able to refer you after the program. After you've graduated, they're able to either absorb you, give you employment, or refer you somewhere else. Or they can serve as somebody in the industry who can be your contact in your CV.
Okay. learnerships are, I mean, it's such an untapped resource. And I see that, the SDC, as it were, is an accredited learning institution, triple BEE aligned qualifications. And you are also, you've got campuses in Johannesburg and Cape Town, as I understand it.
And
Lindo
Cape
Kuhle.
Town.
Yes.
Correct. So we've assisted over 21,000 young people who are now in the job market, who are in that space. Some are managers, some are now senior managers, and especially in the Cape Town area as well, we've had some clients that we assisted over there. But yeah, we are very much in Cape Town and in the Gauteng area.
Absolutely. Okay, I actually wanted to just elaborate on that in terms of, the industries that perhaps you specialize in, because we're getting we're in a very critical time of the year where people are looking for these types of opportunities. So are you industry specific?
So we are in the soft skills. So we actually would deal with people that are working in almost in all the SETAs, because we have great relationships with all the SETAs.
Right.
So your manufacturing, etc. But we are actually one of the leading organizations in this space. In fact, there's QCTO that's come on board, which is the Quality Council for Trades and Occupation, that's literally just innovated the whole industry, meaning the training industry, training providers industry. And we even have an exam center that's approved by QCTO. So so we assist, we are in every CETAs that you can think of, and we have great relationships with them as well.
Okay, I'm currently on the sdcorp.co.za, which is your website. Yes. Please help me navigate it if I am looking to get information on opportunities for 2026. Help me navigate. Where do I go? Do I start with the student hub? Do I go to the about page? How do I navigate my way through?
Yes, so that's becoming, you see right at the top, it says become a learner or become a client, right? Obviously, if you would like, as a business owner, if you would like us to have a look and skim through your skills development and help you with a scorecard, you may go through to becoming a client, right? And then it will lead you to the right people to actually give you a call. But if you would like to get yourself a learnership and you are at home and you're looking for great opportunities and also a nice, call it great company and community, then you would be in the right place, and then you would tap becoming a learner. And then everything else from there, you would write your details, and we have our team to actually get back to you. Okay. Alternatively, we are on all socials as well, including Facebook.
Okay, so look, Google is your friend, okay? Just search for Skills Development Corporation or SD Corp, and they will be able to appear with all their social media handles and, of course, the website where you can navigate using the Become a Learner tab on the website. Lindo Kuhle, thank you for the information. I think this was very, very helpful, especially at this time of the year. All the best with the learnership program for 2026.
Thank you so much. God bless. We are the difference.
You are the difference. They call it MAD, make a difference.
Make a difference, yeah. SDC, we are the difference. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you, Lindo Kuhle Ndlovu, Marketing Officer for Learnerships at the Skills Development Corporation.
For your mata, I be a go. For your mata, I go carry go. For your mata, I go scatter city, scatter town. Oh, Eva, oh, Eva. If I ever be your man, I go choose you before everybody. Oh, Eva, oh, Eva. If I ever be your man, I go choose you before everybody. Oh, 8, 2, 3, 4. Call my number +234. What the hell are you waiting for? Fry my brain with your cooking pot, baby, no way to. Full import, sexy girl in a blue pin Porsche. Smash up girl, we don't need my funds. Oh my lord, oh. Oh, Eva, oh, Eva. If I ever be your man, I go choose you before everybody. Oh, Eva, oh, Eva. I go choose scatter city, scatter town.
Dans mon trône, il me manque une vraie queen. Une vraie. Maintenant que t'es là, rassure-moi, bébé. Tu seras toujours la mienne. Quand tu sais, je suis tout à toi. T'inquiète pas, je suis sous emprise. Nana Kobalo, Nana Lela, Nana Yo. T'es ma meilleure carte d'Afrique.
Oh, Ifa, oh, Ifa. If I ever be your man, I go choose you before everybody. Oh, Ifa, oh, Ifa. I go choose you before everybody. Akka, for your mata, I be Akka girl. For your mata, I go carry gun. For your mata, I go scatter city, scatter town. Akka, for your mata, I be Akka girl. For your mata, I go carry gun. For your mata, I go scatter city, scatter town. Ask the lady from Africa. Oh, yo, original.
Music by Oxlade featuring the legendary Fali Ipupa Ifa, the title of the song. Thank you for staying with us. As we enter the second hour of the show, we're going to be in conversation with a rising producer and DJ Slugger, and we're going to be talking about the much excited about the release of his EP Groove Utopia that's coming through in the next few moments. Right now, though, it is 2. We catch up with the news on Elenzinzi standing by at the news desk.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Mmatsheko. Looking at your top stories, the United Nations forced to improve efficiency and cut costs. And President Donald Trump signs a memorandum ordering the withdrawal of the U.S. from 66 international organizations. Your latest news. Greetings to our listeners. The United Nations is being forced to improve efficiency and to cut costs amid a cash crisis and will cut a quarter of peacekeepers in 9 operations around the world in the coming months due to a lack of money. UN senior officials on the 8th of October last year said the future funding from the United States remains uncertain. Washington is the UN's largest peacekeeping contributor, accounting for more than 26% of funding, followed by China, which pays nearly 24%. U.S. President Donald Trump in August unilaterally cancelled some $800 million in peacekeeping funding appropriated for 2024 and 2025. The U.S. has suspended all assistance to the government of Somalia, alleging that officials destroyed a UN World Food Programme warehouse and seized donor-funded food aid. The Somali government, which has long been battling al-Qaeda-linked Islamist militants as it tries to rebuild the country after a devastating civil war and years of drought, has yet to comment. Although the U.S. has withdrawn from several UN organizations under President Donald Trump, it remains by far the largest contributor to the WFP, paying $2 billion in 2025, almost a third of its total funding. The main opposition candidate in Uganda's presidential election, Bobi Wine, says he will review the country's agreements with international oil firms if he won power and revise any that did not favor Ugandans. Uganda expects to start commercial crude oil production later this year when fields run by France's Total Energies and Uganda's national oil company come online. Wine, who is a former pop star, is challenging Museveni for a second straight election after winning 35% of the vote in 2021. Uganda's oil reserves are estimated at 6.65 billion barrels. South Africa's African National Congress President Cyril Ramaphosa says the party is committed to the improvement of the people's quality of life. He was speaking outside Chief Gasiboni's residence outside Rustenburg in the Northwest Province. The interaction with the chief is amongst the activities of the ANC's 114th anniversary. The main celebrations will be held at the Muruling Stadium on Saturday. Ramaphosa addressed the media after the interaction.
Oh, this is the most wonderful day. 114 years of the establishment and existence of the African National Congress. This is a very special day for us as the ANC, and are going to be taking the ANC to greater heights, because the birthday of the ANC gives us more courage. It infuses us with more energy to do more work for our people. The ANC exists for the people. When it was formed, it was called the Parliament of the People. And we are taking that legacy forward. And this is a day when we actually advance the legacy of the founders of the ANC.
And lastly, President Donald Trump has signed a memorandum ordering the withdrawal of the U.S. from 66 international organizations. Nearly half of them are UN bodies. Trump has deemed these organizations an operation contrary to the interest of the U.S. Many of these combat climate change and promote peace and democracy. The BBC's Danny Eberhard.
Donald Trump has already stripped many multilateral organisations he dislikes of funds. Now, following a review he ordered at the start of his second term, he's pulling the US out from dozens of bodies he sees as being globalist, inefficient or ineffective. Many deal with the environment, most strikingly the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, the treaty that underpins all international efforts to combat global warming, and the IPCC, the expert body that assesses climate science worldwide. Other UN organisations affected include those working on family planning, maternal and child health, peace building and sexual violence in conflict.
Now recapping on your top stories, the United Nations is being forced to improve efficiency and to cut costs amid a cash crisis, and will cut a quarter of peacekeepers in 9 operations around the world in the coming months due to a lack of money. UN senior officials on the 8th of October last year said the future funding from the United States remains uncertain. For any news stories you'd like to share with us, please send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us at +27 11 714 4459. Channel Africa News, I'm Onele Tsinzi.
SABC News. The African Perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.
Minutes into 2 p.m. in Central African Time. Welcome to the Upside, dear Upsider. My name is Mmatsheko Mosito, with you until 5 p.m. and we're getting into the groove of things, okay? Literally and figuratively. Speaking to rising producer and DJ Slaga. As he steps into a new chapter, he has released an EP titled Groove Utopia. And this is a project that reflects both his personal growth and artistic clarity. So we're going to talk about the EP and, the year 2026 and just his reflections in during the time when he was actually putting the music together for this particular extended play. So he's going to be joining me in this hour. We're going to have a brief conversation, and one of the hits actually has been playlisted. So we're going to check that out before we get into conversation with DJ Slaga.
Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge.
and I'm awakened. Ooh, I could breathe through the thick and thin. I'm singing my song and I'm finding my way again. Oh, I'm down in the sea and waiting in. I count my blessings. Arise from the deep, let the joy within. I know it's been hard, but I found my way again. Oh, we'll never end where we begin. I found my hope when it was lost. When it was lost, I held my heart out of the dark, out of the dark. I found the power, a brand new day, a brand new day. I found the power, a brand new day, a brand new day. There is a love, I only know, I only know. I found the strength to let her go, to let her go. I found the power, as you can see, them no believe. Girl, you can forward, come there with me, living lavishly.
Fine piece of music titled Joy with Davido and Angelique Kidjo featured on that song. In fact, it's Angelique Kidjo's song, and featured there is Davido. So beautiful music as we are now 8 days into a brand new year. Happy 2026. If you've only just started listening to Channel Africa, well, welcome back. Wonderful to have you back, and wonderful to have you listen to The Upside. Coming through with new music by DJ Slugger before we get into conversation with him about his very exciting new extended play titled Groove Utopia.
Got something to say? Are you passionate about issues that matter? Do you have a voice that deserves to be heard? Well, we've got the perfect platform for you. Call in or drop us a WhatsApp on +27 63 406 9126, and we will call you back so you could have your say and be part of the conversation.
30 years of age. I just turned 30 on the 15th of November. So yeah, that's who I am, you know.
It's not just talk. It's your chance to air your views, share your opinion, engage with the community that values your perspective. Follow us on our social media. Visit our website at www.channelafrica.co.za and get ready to share your views on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Ukatili wa kijinsia unaharibu maisha na kutenga jamii. Hutokea nyumbani, shuleni, kazini na mara nyingi kwa ukimya. Lakini hauwezi kuendelea. Ukiona, ongea. Ikiwa unaumia, funguka, kwa sababu kutofanya lolote sio chaguo. Sikiliza vituo vyote 19 vya redio kuanzia Jumatano ya tarehe 23 Julai kwenye mijadala, ushauri, tamthilia, maonyesho ya elimu na mahojiano na wataalamu, manusura, watunga sheria na nchi nzima iliyoathirika na ukatili wa kijinsia kwenye vituo vyako pendwa vya redio. Piga simu 0800 428 428 ili kuripoti unyanyasaji au kupata msaada. GBV ikomeshwe na wewe. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwenu na shirika la SABC.
Midday vibes, great programming, and good company. This is Channel Africa.
Okay. It's like it's under feel lazy, full baggy, full house. I'm a hard rich in dosu. Come a trolley, come a truck, see. Mwele hura salega way like I'm a hard. Why is give a fun about a deep? Deep yaga jego sing deep ya nini, guy. Hey, deep like a matas class is stop marine. The party's about to begin. It's not one of those parties where you don't never travel like a fella and yaga, man. This one is travel and yaga. This one is for the party groovers, not the party poopers. Out there you. Never been to a place more in emotion, and we don't hold the grill like a mother situation. Or dance a conya ganga thing. No rules, no regulations, and no next. X restriction, you go there, get there, shake X, you cross. Why is Tangra go cross? Better Benegan the pressure, why you take off on a very feisty line. Our night in Yagoga, we rang, net again, and fitly read about. Deep into Benegan Twasha, Abela Heart. As I've said, SMC, why is Tangra go cross to Girabia? Yeah, the jumbo should go fair. Leading handing Yaga go fair. By the press part, I go fair. A line man Yaga go fair. I the denter Java go fair. I the bean go fair. I the saga go fair. Yeah, Chamrock my hand of fair. I the jumbo should go fair. Leading handing Yaga go fair. By the press part, I go fair. A line man Yaga go fair. I the denter Java go fair. I the bean go fair. I the saga go fair. Yeah, Chamrock my hand of fair. I the drive go fair. We had a saga go fair. I the get go fair. I the down go fair. I the fire go fair. I the fake go fair. I the fake go fair. And the fake go fair. So there are many and the trash away to go fun about the very feisty line. On a enya go gaya we run, net again and fitly read about. Deep into bag and trash. Happy ha. As I've said, SMC, have you been to Ishi, Moyo Gamara Mushi, no situation? Gamaratante, Sengo Tente, Maragamaratante, Grayona Fee. Let's get to go Gamara Kampam Groove. Let's get to go Gamara Fee. Get a via. I the Java go fair. I the saga go fair. I the down go fair. I the down go fair. Go fair, go fair. Go fair, go fair. I the pina go fair, go fair. Go fair, go fair. Go fair, go fair. Yeah, go fair, go fair. I the pina go fair. I the down go fair. I the far go fair. Shamrock my hand no fair. I the no return go fair. And the no repeat go fair. I the tailor hand no fair. And the fire hand no fair. Yeah, go momo, yeah, go nosso. Yeah, go momo, yeah, go blog, go momo, give it cheap. Yeah, go momo, give my para, my out, give momo, yeah, give it. Yeah, go momo, give my para, what you give momo, give more tanto. Yeah, go momo, I the feel this show. I get out, go fair. I the fire go fair. I the go fair. Go fair. Shamrock man, I fail, I'm a sweet you, I eat this shoe. Very rad. Very rad. Around, I feel like a button in your company. A bandit, come. What is it? Yeah. Los. Blex. Rob. Hey, blog. Arif. Fuck. I did the connect to Richard on Lois Carlito. Kaka. Sawakaga Akidogo. I guess that's how I comply or that's how I release Samariti we use. I go fail. Go fail. Yeah. Why is it you? I don't feel lazy. Full baggy, full house. kwesingidiphi yanemini hayi eyidiphelaka amahlasihlasi esisakumarine wayithi sure twash nos bo hersakasaka kaofela herdawanadana kaofela hervara kaofela bo herikila bulagorithula kaofela bo herkhala kaofela wayithi herabya next nos yavela.
Coming through with the music of rising producer and DJ Slugger. He is stepping into a new chapter after the release of his extended play, Groove Utopia is what it's called. And at the heart of this EP is soulful house music as you're hearing it. This one is titled Kaofela. It's just filled with all kinds of wonderful local flavor. Reminds me much of the work that was done almost 20 years ago by Abu Malamo and his team. So this is a deeply reflective EP as I understand it. It features collaborations with other gifted local artists whose versatility deepens the sound and sense of community. A pleasure for us to be in conversation with DJ Slugger 8 days into January. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you. Hey.
Thank you. Congratulations on the release of Groove Utopia. Let's talk about it. Talk to me about putting it together and some of the wonderful people that you've worked with.
Yeah, no, definitely. So Groove Utopia is actually not just a project, it's actually an experience, So what it actually means, it's in terms of the word utopia. So it's basically a place of perfection, and that's how I've actually structured the actual EP, from the single track, the first track to the last track as well. And also I make sure that each and every song in the EP actually relates to that title, like for instance, there's a song called Utopia there, which actually means, I want to take people to a place, where they can actually follow my sound, a place where everything is actually perfect, and as you go through the actual EP, it talks about, don't you worry about a thing because everything in that specific place is actually perfect, and the song that we just played now, Kaofela, also relates as well as in we need to be together, in that specific place. So it's actually a very nice collaboration EP that I had with quite a lot of amazing artists. Most of them are deep house producers because it's a deep house EP. So I work with Ian Climax, which he's a very young, talented deep house producer as well. He's only 16 years old, but he's really quite great. And as well as the likes of my younger brother, Magnos, is the one who sings those Praetorian vocals, and quite a lot of interesting, talented producers that I've worked with on Groove Utopia.
Really amazing. We are speaking to DJ Slugger. He is a producer and DJ, and he has released his EP Groove Utopia. We're talking about this wonderful project, and we're going to continue after this.
Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows, catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Your afternoons just got even better, fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from an African perspective.
All right, we're back in conversation with DJ Slugger, and we're talking about the brand new EP Groove Utopia. So, listen, this is full of heart and soul. And I actually want to ask you, DJ Slugger, just about your musical roots and how they inform this, how you approach this perfect place, how you approach utopia through the music.
Yeah, so I had quite a very long journey, honestly, in terms of how I actually approach this specific place. So, based on the background, I've actually started with, collaborations from a lot of big record labels internationally in the deep house space. So, based on that, I actually started, trying to go independent. Then when I went independent, that's when I actually realized that people actually love my sound. So I came up with quite a lot of interesting projects, which is one of them is Gentleman's Club, which actually means, like soulful house music that really, quite chill vibes kind of a sound. And from there on, I actually transitioned to another EP called Dark Knight, which like actually try to to portray a different image as well from my side, from a gentleman, but there's still this other sound and a different person that I can also become. So from there on, it actually did great because it was more of a dense kind of a EP. Then from there on, then that's when I decided that ever since I've managed to portray those two projects, in terms of going soulful and also going to the dance kind of a scene. Now it's time for me to actually, relax and give people just good music and take them to a perfect place where they can listen to great music. So yeah. Basically, in short, that's how I can portray how I actually got to this, concept of an EP.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And then some of the lessons that you've learned, as both a producer and also a DJ, because those are vastly different. So yeah, how have the lessons that you've learned influenced this project, Groove Utopia?
Yeah, like I said, it was quite a long journey, a lot of learning curves, a lot of rejections, a lot of, that's why I actually, decided to let me actually try this on my own, let me not wait for specific individuals. That's something that I've actually learned throughout this journey. Let me learn to let go. Let me learn to, to go through a new avenues alone. Maybe there's a specific route that God actually wants to take me through. So that's why I actually, initiated this independent route. And before this Groove Utopia, there was a project, like I said, Dark Knight. There was a track there called Fanaka, similar vibes with Kaufela,
Yeah.
And I have to be honest, it actually did quite great. It's one of my biggest songs now. They were playing it almost everywhere, So from that, I actually learned that it's actually possible. It's actually possible to actually go through it alone. It's actually possible to, to get your own followers, to get your own vibes, and to actually make it. And that's why in this EP it actually relates a lot about a perfect place where everything is actually possible. It's a very ideal place. That's why we have songs like Don't You Want, about a thing, because, God is there to actually take you through that whole journey. So yeah, in short, I can say that's how I can describe it.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so 2026 has begun. We're 8 days in. Just before we wrap up the conversation, give us some insights as to, your tours, perhaps to promote the EP. I know it was released in the previous year, but many people are only just going to start grooving to it. So where can we find the EP, and any tour dates or performance dates you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, so the EP it's currently available in all digital platforms. In terms of tour dates, I actually did quite a lot last year. So now I can say there's actually something new that I'm working on. But in parallel, I'm still promoting it. So if anything comes up, they can actually go through my social media. They just make sure that they follow me on my social media platforms. Then that's where I will actually post any other related gigs that will actually feature that. But currently, that's my latest project. That's what I'm pushing, and I'm working on more amazing projects as well.
Okay, sounds great. DJ Slugger, I wish you all the best. May God be with you. Well done on this project, and hopefully we'll chat again soon. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. 2 minutes to go till it is 2:30.
Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose, reaching audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Africa Update on Channel Africa with Lulu Kabu.
Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi has now accused Rwanda of violating the peace deal. Are you surprised at this latest accusation? This is literally days after a signing a ceremony, so to speak.
This is not surprising. I mean, if you ask Paul Kagame, he would also say almost the same thing. One should ask a question. The broker of the peace deal, President Trump, what is it that he wants? Why now? And why is this peace deal being signed in the Americas and not in the Great Lakes? Paul Kagame has never respected Tshisekedi, as often say. Tshisekedi must deal with the problems in his country. He has nothing to do with it. So this peace deal, obviously, when it was signed, one just looked at it and said, this will not last.
Kenny Matiba, former journalist.
Africa Update with Lulu Kabu, 12 to 1 p.m. Central African Time. Tebogo and Mmatsheko from the upside.
We look at the best of 2025 on the upside in the next hour. Right now, though, it is 2:30.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
And it's a very good afternoon from the sports desk. I am Mosibu Dimakura with your latest sports news. At the Samoa, Algeria wing back Ryan Ait-Nouri says there are no easy matches. At this stage of the Africa Cup of Nations tournament, as they now prepare to face Nigeria on Saturday for a place in the semi-finals of the AFCON. The Desert Warriors aced DR Congo 1-0 at the Mullah Hassan Stadium. This to book their quarter-final place and remain on course for a third continental title, having last lifted the trophy 6 years ago. Ait-Nouri praised the quality of the Super Eagles while also insisting Algeria are equally equipped to compete at the highest level of the tournament.
As I said, it's going to be a really good match. We know that Nigeria is a strong team. Anyway, only strong teams are left now. So it's certain that it's going to be a really good match. We're going to try to prepare as best as we can for this match.
He also gave DR Congo credit for putting up a fight, dragging the fixture to extra time, with Algeria finding the back of the net just minutes before the referee blew the final whistle for penalty shootout.
Honestly, I'm satisfied. The most important thing was qualifying. Against a very good team from Congo, we know they have some really good players. It was a really great match. Everyone was there for it. We knew the match was going to be highly anticipated. So in the end, that's what matters most.
Onto the story now. Former Premier League soccer referee David Coote on Thursday was given a suspended prison sentence after pleading guilty to a charge of making an indecent image of a child. Coote was sacked just last year by the Premier League referees body after a video circulated on social media of him making derogatory comments about former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp. That incident then sparked further investigations, which led to Coote's electronic devices being seized by police in February of 2025, with prosecutor Jeremy Yanez having told the Nottingham Crown Court. Now, the charge of making an indecent image relates to downloading, sharing, as well as saving material, and Yanez said there was no suggestion Coote was involved in making of the video. Coote pleaded not guilty initially at the first court appearance in September of last year, but changed his plea to guilty the following month. On to some tennis news now. Olympic champion Zhang Qian announced earlier today that she was withdrawing from the Australian Open later on this month due to a lack of physical conditioning. Now, the Chinese player is a former finalist at this year's opening Grand Slam tournament, losing to the current world number one Aryna Sabalenka 6-3, 6-2 back in 2024. Zhang underwent surgery on her elbow following a first-round defeat at Wimbledon in July, just before returning to the WTA Tour in September. However, she then pulled out in the third round of the China Open in Beijing after admitting that she had rushed her return to competitive tennis. The Australian Open, which begins officially on the 18th of January, was where Zhang recorded her first Grand Slam victory and also went on to get the best result in a Grand Slam, although last year she was then knocked out in the second round. Meanwhile, the 23-year-old had a standout 2024, beating Donna Vekic 6-2 and 6-3, this to claim the Olympic gold medal in Paris, and also reaching the final of the WTA finals, losing to American Coco Gauff in the deciding set tiebreak. Meanwhile, still on tennis news, Aryna Sabalenka expects to skip events again this year, rather than put her mental health at risk over the course of what she calls an insane season, even though she knows she's likely to be sanctioned by the WTA Tour for doing so. Now, the top players are bribed to compete in all 4 Grand Slam tournaments, 10 WTA 1000 events, as well as 6 WTA 500 events under WTA rules, with the punishment for missing them ranging from ranking points deduction to fines. Back in 2025, Sabalenka competed in just 3 WTA 500 events, the Brisbane Open, the Stuttgart Open, as well as the Berlin Open, making her one of a number of high-ranked players, including the world number 2, Iga Swiatek, to be docked ranking points. Meanwhile, the men's as well as the women's circuits have faced criticism due to their 11-month seasons, as both tours come under fresh scrutiny during the Asian swing towards the end of last year, with injuries piling up. It is 14:35 p.m. Central African Time. That concludes your sports news this hour. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, do send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11714 4459. So I'm back with more sports news in the next hour. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Mosibu Di Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. Tune in and turn up the volume. This is Channel Africa.
DJ Spin I'm on my way to you. The time is on the loose. I will always fight for truth. If I had the chance to choose, yeah, we go. Like every other spider, my weakness is love. I don't do it for the medals, 'cause no man without us. He stands for the people. So I be on my way whenever you think you need to. 1, 2, 3. I'll be. I'll be.
through with the DJ mix in a moment. DJ Spinal featuring Tyler and Omar on this one. One Call is what it's called.
Zilipendwa na Abedi Jean de la Croix.
Leo tujadili kuhusu chipukizi wanaoimba nyimbo za wasanii wengine. Unadhani hili linatokana na nini, Omari?
Nadhani kweli kwamba tukizama muziki ya sasa, hasa wasanii ambao ni chipukizi, kwa kweli kwamba yani karibu kutoka muziki yao wenyewe, lakini wanakuwa wanapenda kuhubiria muziki ya zamani, hizo muziki ya wengine ambao ni taimbo.
Wengine wanadai kufanya hivyo ni kupromote vipaji vyao haraka ili waweze kujulikana. Je, yawezekana kukawa na ukweli wowote au ndio kukosa kabisa kipaji cha kuandika mistari?
Ndio, unaona kwamba msanii anapoazimia kwamba kuchukua wimbo mwingine wa msanii mwingine na kurudia yani mara mbili sivyo, haionyeshi kwamba yani ndio wanaanza kazi ya muziki aizani, lakini ukiangalia kabisa asilimia kubwa utakuja kuona kwamba wanakosa ile mawazo ya kutunga muziki.
Zilipendwa kila Jumamosi kuanzia saa 12 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati hadi saa 1 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
The Upside, taking the African perspective to fresh levels.
All right, so part of our festive programming is really about bringing loads of good quality African music right to where you are, in your ear, wherever you are, okay? So here we are coming through with DJ Slugger in the mix.
Okay. It's like I don't feel lazy. Full baggy, full house. I'm a hard join doors. Go my trolley, go my truck, see. Mwele murisa lega way like I'm a hard. Why you give a fun about deep? Deep yaga jay we sing deep ya nini ngaye. Ay deep like I'm a class is stop marine. The party's about to begin. It's not one of those parties where you don't never travel like a fella in Yaga, but this one the travel and Yaga. This one is for the party group, but not the party poopers. Okay. Never been to a place more in emotion and we don't hold the grill like a mother situation. Or dance a conya ganga bean. No rules, no regulations, and no next. Entry restriction, you go with like a dash, you get X. You cross. Why is Tangra go cross to Girabia? Better than the pressure, why you take off on a very feisty line. On a Yago Gaya, we rang, net again, and fit Lirabia. Deep in period. Better than Twasha. Happy heart. As I've said, SMZ, why you can't go close to Girabia? Yeah, the jump of shoe go fair. Leading handing, you go fair. But a brass part, I go fair. A line man, you go fair. I had a dent to the Java go fair. I had a bean, go fair. I had a saga go fair. Yeah, Chambrock, my hand of fair. I had a jump of shoe go fair. Leading handing, you go fair. But a brass part, I go fair. A line man, you go fair. Then to the Java go fair. I had a bean, go fair. I had a saga go fair. Yeah, Chambrock, my hand of fair. I had a drive for the Java go fair. We had a saga go fair. I had a git go fair. I had a down go fair. I had a fire go fair. I had a fake go fair. I had a fake go fair. And a fake go fair. Feather Benegan the trash away to go fun about the very feisty line. On a Yago Gaya, we rang, net again, and fit Lirabia. Deep in period. Benegan Twasha. Happy heart. As I've said, SMC, have you been to Ishi, Moyon Horgamara Mushi, no situation? Gamaratante, Sengo Tente, Maragamaratante, Grayona fee. Let's get to go Gamarakampam groove. Let's get to go Gamarafi. Get it here. I go fair. I saga go fair. I down go fair. Head down go fair. Go fair, go fair. Go fair, go fair. I go fair, go fair. Go fair, go fair. Go fair, go fair.
Happy Musical Thursday and welcome to the Upside. If you've been listening to this wonderful mix, then I hope you enjoyed it, as put together by our special guest, DJ Slugger. We got to speak about his brand new offering titled Groove Utopia. It's a brand new extended play, so check it out on all good quality digital platforms. It's 3 p.m. We check in with the news. Onelin Zinzi is standing by at the news desk.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Mmatsheko. In your top stories, Uganda's main opposition leader calls for a freeze on international financial aid to President Yoweri Museveni's government, and vigil held in the U.S. following shooting of a woman by federal immigration agents. Your latest news. Greetings to our listeners. The main opposition candidate in Uganda's presidential election next week has called for a freeze on international financial aid to President Yoweri Museveni's government. Bobi Wine says foreign support is sustaining a crackdown on opposition supporters ahead of the polls that are due to take place on the 15th of this month. He has alleged that he has been assaulted by security forces while hundreds of his supporters have been detained during the election campaign.
Western countries have laws that they can evoke to slap sanctions on those that violate human rights, those that undermine democracy and the rule of law. Unfortunately, they've not. So that comes off as if diplomacy is more important than democracy to them.
The United Nations is being forced to improve efficiency and to cut costs amid a cash crisis, and will cut a quarter of peacekeepers in 9 operations around the world in the coming months due to a lack of funds. UN senior officials on the 8th of October last year said the future funding from the United States remains uncertain. Washington is the UN's largest peacekeeping contributor, accounting for more than 26% of funding, followed by China, which pays nearly 24%. US President Donald Trump in August unilaterally cancelled some $800 million in peacekeeping funding appropriated for 2024 and 2025. The U.S. has suspended all assistance to the government of Somalia, alleging that officials destroyed a UN World Food Programme warehouse and seized donor-funded food aid. The Somali government, which has long been battling al-Qaeda-linked Islamist militants, says it tries to rebuild their country after a devastating civil war and years of drought, has yet to comment. Although the U.S. has withdrawn from several UN organizations under President Donald Trump, it remains by far the largest contributor to the WFP, paying $2 billion in 2025, almost a third of its total funding. A large police contingent has been deployed to the U.S. Embassy in Pretoria, South Africa, ahead of a picket of a coalition of South African trade unions, political groups and civil society organizations. The coalition is against the recent U.S. action in Venezuela, including the detention of President Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores. The action is expected to be peaceful. And lastly, hundreds of people have attended a vigil in the U.S. city of Minneapolis to protest against the fatal shooting of a woman by a federal immigration agent yesterday. Demonstrators held up placards and chanted, demanding immigration officials from the agency known as ICE to leave the city. A woman identified in the media as a U.S. citizen, Renee Good, was shot at close range as she tried to drive her car away from agents. The mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, has bluntly rejected the Trump administration's assertion that the agent had shot her in self-defense.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody this was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed.
Now, recapping on your top stories, the main opposition candidate in Uganda's presidential election next week has called for a freeze on international financial aid to President Yoweri Museveni's government. Bobby Wine says foreign support is sustaining a crackdown on opposition supporters ahead of the polls due to take place on the 15th of this month. For any news stories you'd like to share with us, please send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us at +27 11 714 4459. Channel Africa News, I am Onele Nsinsi.
SABC News. The African Perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.
5 minutes into 3 p.m. in Central African Time. Welcome to the Upside. This is the third hour. We're in each other's company until 5 for the festive edition of the program. So this is the hour we dedicate to the best of the Upside from our 2025 archive. One of the conversations we had was around surgery, and not just any kind of surgery, but mommy makeover surgery. So tummy tucks, nip and tucks here and there. That was one of our most popular episodes. So that's going to be coming through as we throw it back to some of our greatest episodes on the Upside. If you happen to catch this broadcast live, you are welcome to get in touch with us on our social media platforms. Let us know what episode stood out for you if you were able to catch the show, or watch some of the throwbacks on our YouTube channel on Channel Africa. You can let us know on Twitter at Channel Africa 1 with the hashtag The Upside, so that we can track the conversation with you. Otherwise, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Facebook is where you can find us.
No matter where you are, Channel Africa is always with you.
Because you know, say now you did for my conscience, not the reason why you did, gotta. And anytime when I say make you give me chop, you know even they try a jara. Oh my licha, waiting there for your list where I know fit to buy on my licha. See oh my girl, I swear you they give me ginger, girl, you they make me crazy, I swear you they scatter my internet. Oh baby, no go run away. Look in my eyes, you go feel my pain. Don't tell me, say me cut on my wrist. Spin me around like a hurricane, no run away. Look in my eyes, you go feel my pain. Don't tell me, say me cut on my wrist. Spin me around like a hurricane, no run away.
Baby, I miss you, baby. I know. But I'm out here thinking, if you really love me, choose between me and the shorties I hide it. You really think that I'm blind? I wanna they do me for one night. As you they see me, I'm fragile. If you did for me, give me your loving. For your sake, honey, I could disappear, honey.
All up in my face, she go keep passing. Come make a jam your machinery.
If you did for me, give me your loving. For your sake, honey, I could disappear, honey.
Come make a solve your mathematics. Make you come solve my jagbajanti. Oh my licha, waiting there for your list where I know fit to buy on my licha. See oh my girl, I swear you they give me ginger, girl, you they make me crazy, I swear you they scatter my internet. Oh baby, no go run away. Look in my eyes, you go feel my pain.
Runaway coming through on the upside. We're going to be looking at Prison G4. That's one of the conversations we had in the year 2025. Stay tuned after the break.
África. Conhece o Ntivani?
Claro que sou eu.
Ntivani é o amante da música de corpo e alma.
Eu amo música africana.
Ele aprecia todos os tipos de melodias e passa os seus dias a ouvir a Channel África. Adivinha só, a Channel África quer ajudar o Ntivani e os amantes da música em todo o lado a descobrir ainda mais música incrível. Por isso, a Channel África está a convocar artistas africanos a submeterem as suas músicas. Músicos, lembrem-se de nos dar todas as informações relevantes no music@channelafrica.co.za. As submissões são a vossa oportunidade de ser ouvidos, mas não garantem inclusão na lista. Todas as submissões serão cuidadosamente analisadas para verificar se cumprem os requisitos da nossa estação. Canal África, a perspectiva africana.
The Upside, taking the African perspective to fresh levels.
Let's get into our first conversation about getting back that pre-baby body after you have given birth. How tough must that really be? As a guy, I can't relate, so I'll be listening in and learning quite a bit.
It's going to be an interesting conversation, okay? Because we are seeing more mothers take control of how they look.
Mhm.
It's about how you look, how you walk, how you talk.
Come on now.
So this stuff is important, okay? And it's an investment in yourself. It is an investment in your self-esteem.
Yeah.
Many women are exploring the idea of mommy makeovers, which offer a way to restore the body after pregnancy, childbirth, breastfeeding as well. So this is essentially, it's, as I understand it, it's not a single procedure, okay? But a personalized combination of surgeries that are designed to address areas such as the breast. But also, I would imagine women have different needs and different things that they want to attend to. So breasts is one of them, the abdomen, waistline. For some, it's a combination of all three, and sometimes even the thighs and intimate areas. So by combining these treatments into one session, recovery time is reduced. So it looks like there's benefits to this. Recovery time is reduced and the results are more balanced. Dr. Charles Seruria is a specialist cosmetic and plastic reconstructive surgeon, and he ensures that each mommy makeover is tailored to the patient's needs after or rather, and there's a big safety focus, as it were, on this. So let's talk about the procedure. Let's talk about all the frequently asked questions about the surgery. But I wanted to take a quick break and come back with Dr. Charles after this.
Mmatsheko Mosito and Tebogo Kuleni on the Upside.
19 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time, we are talking about having a mommy makeover, getting that pre-baby body back using different means, including reconstructive surgery. And we are joined on the line by specialist cosmetic and plastic reconstructive surgeon, Dr. Charles Seruria. Dr. Charles, thank you so much for your time and welcome to the Upside.
Great. Thank you so much for having me, Tebogo, and it's a pleasure to be here, and welcome to the rest of Africa. Hopefully I can share some secrets and dispel some myths.
Oh, we would love that. Let's start off, Dr. Charles, with what exactly is a mommy makeover? Because when we think about, a mother having just given birth, a lot of the times we would think natural ways of restoring the body, right? Exercising, eating healthy, and so on and so forth. But we hardly think about reconstructive surgery. Take us through the mommy makeover procedure, the different phases thereof.
Well, Tebogo, you're hitting the nail on the head. One needs to institute an integrative plan where one is restoring the shape of the body, and that's multimodality, okay? because there are a whole lot of different things that occur during pregnancies, and a lot of it is reversible, but some of it isn't reversible. And the main issue that we tend to see is the stretching out of the linea alba, which is the ligament that connects the two rectus muscles. And that the rectus muscles elongate over a pregnancy. They also go apart to the sides to a little bit, and they do come back together to the midline. But the problem is, once you've stretched the ligament, it's like stretching a ligament in your knee. You're going to need surgery to have it reconstructed. The same occurs in the breast. The ligaments in the breast that support and maintain the elevation of the breast. And if you stretch those ligaments, the breasts often become droopy. There are also other things that occur too, that, the breasts can stay large. They can also get a lot smaller afterwards. So generally, when we're talking about mommy makeover surgeries, predominantly the abdomen, reconstructing the abdomen, sorting out the breasts as well. But then there's also a fair bit of intimate surgery. Also patients, that have had normal vaginal deliveries. There can be trauma in that area that we'll also work on to reconfigure that.
So, Doc, I want to get an understanding just over the years as a surgeon, how has how have these surgeries and these mommy makeovers, as we call them now, how has the patient's needs changed over the years? Because we're seeing a lot of things we didn't see a good 10, 15 years ago. Things like, the popularity of liposuction, for example, or vaginal rejuvenation. I mean, that's such a new concept for many. So let's talk about how it has kind of modernized over time.
Okay. Mmatsheko, yeah, there's been, with any surgical specialty, there are advances and there are new techniques that become mainstream. So, certainly when it comes to work on the muscle of the abdomen, we can often do it almost laparoscopically, where we're using small incisions and then we're repairing it laparoscopically via a keyhole type manner. Vaginal rejuvenation is something that has changed significantly in the last 10 years, and that's related to our ability and our understanding of fat transfers, stem cell transfers, how we can use stem cells to augment the G-spot, also how we can tighten the vagina using fat transfers, and also use the stem cells and fat to fix some of the perineal trauma that can occur in normal vaginal deliveries, specifically if they're complicated and the baby needs a vacuum extraction or a forceps delivery. When it comes to liposuction, liposuction has traditionally had a bit of a bad rap because of the fact that people feel that it's unsafe. It's exceptionally safe, provided it's done in an appropriate facility by an appropriately qualified surgeon. And the techniques that we have are designed to remove a lot of fat, but then also we can get a lot more skin tightening with some of our newer techniques. And I prefer to call liposuction liposculpture, because that's generally what we're doing, is we're sculpting different areas of the body. We can remove fat, say, from the hips, and a lot of patients will transfer that into their buttocks. It's also all part of a mommy makeover. And a lot of it you can do it at a single stage, but some of it, if it's going to be a really long operation, anything more than sort of 3 hours or so, it's often better to split it into 2 separate surgeries.
Dr. Charles, when we look at the reconstructive surgeries and mommy makeovers per continent, which continents are leading the charge right now? And are you seeing a rise in patients from the African continent? As we are an African station, we'd love to hear if there's a take-up, or if you will, of African patients undergoing mommy makeovers.
Yeah, look, very much so. Sure, cosmetic surgery is basically mainstay, and the US always leads the figures with their numbers and all of that, From a personal perspective, and also from a South African context, the Western Cape tend to do a lot of European-based international patients. Here in Gauteng, where I practice here in Rosebank, I see a lot of patients from Africa, and all the way up to Central Africa, specifically West Africa as well, because it's similar distance to go to Turkey as to say come down to South Africa. But generally, the quality of the surgeons that we have in South Africa and the quality of our healthcare facilities is much better than, say, for example, going to Turkey. So we do, I would say, at least 15 to 20% of my patients come from within Africa, predominantly sub-Saharan Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, a fair bit from Mozambique, but then also Central and West Africa as well.
A best of 2025 on the upside continues after this promo break.
madapiri pazochitika madapiri pazochitika
madotolo oposa 1500 amene amagwira ntchito yaulere mu zipatala zaboma mdziko la Zambia azanyanyala ntchito lachisanu sabata yammawa ndipo Daniel Shabanda kutambasula nkhaniyi.
madotolo oposa 1500 amene amagwira ntchito mopanda malipiro apamwezi dziko la Zambia akuyembekezera kuyamba kunyanyala ntchito. Ichi ndi chifukwa chakuti boma lalephera walemba ntchito monga mmene lidawalonjezera. Channel Africa News yalankhulana ndi mkulu wa bungwe la madotolo la Resident Doctors Association of Zambia, Dr. Paul Chiwe, akugomeza kuti madotolo ambiri amene akugwira ntchito mu zipatala zaboma akugwira ntchito yaulere ndipo ali ndi chiyembekezo chakuti tsiku lina adzalembedwa ntchito ndi boma.
zochitika pa nthawi ya 6 koloko kufikira 7 koloko madzulo lolemba mpaka lachisanu ndi madapiri. Fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from the African perspective.
Our next conversation from the year 2025 is about prison G4S.
The first one that we need to address is the G4S contract, which has sparked national debate on accountability and human rights. The Portfolio Committee on Correctional Services has taken a firm stand against G4S, the private company managing the Mangaung Correctional Center, after a series of reports exposed unnatural inmate deaths and cover-ups. Committee Chairperson Humutso Anthea Ramolobeng expressed deep concern, accusing G4S of acting as a law unto themselves, with evidence pointing to brutal assaults, dishonesty, and attempts to obstruct accountability. Now, one of the most disturbing cases involved inmate Mpho Mkumbeni, who died under suspicious circumstances after sustaining severe injuries reportedly inflicted by officials during a planned drill. Joining us to tell us more about this and the rights of prisoners in the prisons is Miles Bodu, founder of the South African Prisoners Association, organization for human rights, and acting national spokesperson. We'll be getting into conversation with Miles right after this. It's 20 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time.
We take no sides, none whatsoever. We are the Upside.
Well, let's get into our conversation with Miles Bodu, founder of the South African Prisoners Organization for Human Rights and acting national spokesperson. Miles, thank you so much for your time. Let's get a response from the South African Prisoners Organization for Human Rights for the call for the termination of G4S contract at Mangaung Correctional Center at the moment.
Thank you very much for having me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Thanks. Look, the termination of the contract is something that we've heard during the heydays of the former Minister of Correctional Services and Justice, Ronald Lamula.
Yeah.
They went to court and nothing happened. G4S challenge that move, and apparently the case has dragged. Lamula went, and here comes the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Correctional Services and sing the same old song. Now, I don't understand what this brouhaha is all about, because it's only 2 years or 18 months left that the contract will be officially had to be terminated. This is a contract for about 25 long, drawn-out years. Pushing and shuffling and screaming and yelling that they must get the contract terminated this day and age, it's a bit, it's too little too late. And by the way, this company is a multi-billion-dollar worldwide security company. They've got such a lot of money, they can end up making an offer to buy all the prisons in the country, want to run them. And because of greed, you see, when money talks, greed listen. I won't be surprised that the politicians might fall for a joke to say, okay, you can take over all the prisons as long as you give us the necessary funds.
Let's talk about, just in your view, how widespread is abuse and misconduct, particularly in privately managed prisons compared to the public ones?
Well, we've got two private prisons, which 23 years ago, when they started signing this contract, remember, this is a 25-year contract. I was young, I was anxious, I was very active and adventurous. With the reading and with the influence we had with working with scholars, with intellectuals, with academics and researchers, we were totally against the privatization and two private prisons in this country because it was taken from the worst examples in the world. United States of America Penitentiary and the United Kingdom, it's the worst when it comes to people who are not Americans and British people. I mean, if they went and looked into the model of the Scandinavian countries, people like us at a very young age not to be as skeptical as we were then. 23 years ago, our worst enemy is coming to hound all of us because we and Pop Crow, the police and prison civil rights movement, the one that I knew, the real Pop Crow, we were all against the privatization or establishing of two private prisons because we saw here empowerment of black people that were left behind during the gravy train and the gravy plane to the National Assembly, to the legislature, and to the local government chambers. It was a quick fix, money-making business, and that is what our opinion is 23 years down the line.
Miles, the report mentions cover-ups, pre-drafted statements from staff. When we talk about accountability, what does that say about the culture of accountability within this system?
These are two private prisons. They do as they please. They get away with it because here it is the money that talks, And long before the murders that has become the order of the day, there were atrocities where prisoners were injected with foreign chemicals. Some of them end up being cabbages. Some of them end up never recover. And then the murders come now. It is the murders that we're talking about. We're not talking about the torturing that happened long before the heydays of cell phones in prisons, which they call gadgets. We started to know more about this when our members, supporters, followers, and sympathizers starting to communicate with us using the gadget, and they call it the contraband.
I'm thinking reforms right now as you're speaking, because you're talking about how, the system just allows these things to go on. But what reforms would the South African Prisoners Organization for Human Rights like to see versus what is currently possible under the law when it comes to the protection of the inmates and their rights, and in matters of being able to ensure transparency as well?
Well, it is not going to happen in a hurry because, you see, for the past 34 years after my imprisonment, we have pleading and begging here in and here out to get a recognition and procedural agreement with the Department of Correctional Services. They never ever wanted to have it because we as an organization said to them, we want to play a watchdog role and making sure that Chapter 2 of the Bill of Rights, Section 35, subsection 2, paragraph E, as embedded in the South African Constitution Act 108 of 1996, is not something that is people are thinking about and these are rights that we, in fact, as a prisoners' rights organization, wanted to see are protected. But it never happened, even up to today. But I'm hopeful because South Africa is in transition. It's not stagnant. We have approached the national dialogue about all our complaints, including not to be recognized by the Department of Correctional Services. And we hope we will be given also an opportunity via the Mdlala Commission to also go and make a submission about the atrocities, the corruption, and the lucky-go-happy attitude that's happening in the police cells, the courts, and the Department of Correctional Services.
All right, those were our throwback conversations from the year 2025 as we dug deep into our archive. We had so many conversations. Any ones that stood out for you? If you happen to catch this broadcast live, you're welcome to let us know on our social media platforms. It is 3:30.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
It's a very good afternoon from the sports desk. I am Mosibu Di Makura with your latest sports news at the Sawa. So Nigeria left back Calvin Bassey has spoken about the chemistry between himself as well as Samuel Chukwueze and Alex Iwobi. This as the Super Eagles continue to scale through the AFCON. Now the banter between Chukwueze as well as Bassey with some tales from the English Premier League club and also in the national team have drawn some football fans to the attention of this camp. So on the field, Nigeria are in a cruising mode as they now aim to reach the back-to-back AFCON finals. It's also the understanding that's very important to Bassey.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's a chemistry. We're just trying to bring the understanding. As you can see, me and Alex have great understanding, and Samuel. So we're just trying to bring that understanding, that chemistry we have with our club side to here, and hopefully help the team in any way we can. I mean, of course, we were there 2 years ago. We believe in our ability and quality, but at the end of the day, we've got to take each game as it comes. That's the most important thing.
Bassey, born in Italy to Nigerian parents but raised in England, has also become known as a prayer warrior in the Super Eagles camp. The 26-year-old centre-back has also praised the gesture of the Fulham fans who have travelled all the way from England to support him, Iwobi, as well as Chukwueze and the Super Eagles.
Now, of course, I mean, for them to be here, it's all love, and we thank them and we thank their support. Yeah, we thank them a lot. I mean, can't really put it into words right now, will be unbelievable. I know last time I was there in the final, it didn't go our way, but, just being in the final, the moment, the emotion, it was just amazing and unbelievable.
We'll stay with the AFCON Algeria wing back. Ryan Ait-Nouri says there are no easy matches that are left at this stage of the Africa Cup of Nations tournament. This as they prepare to face off with Nigeria on Saturday for a place in the semi-finals of the AFCON. Now the Desert Warriors edged the Democratic Republic of Congo 1-0 at the Mullah Hassan Stadium this to book a place in the quarterfinals and remain on course for a third continental title, having last lifted the trophy about 6 years ago. Ait-Nouri praised the quality of the Super Eagles while also insisting Algeria are equally equipped to compete at the highest level of the tournament.
As I said, it's going to be a really good match. We know that Nigeria is a strong team. Anyway, only strong teams are left now. So it's certain that it's going to be a really good match. We're going to try to prepare as best as we can for this match.
He also gave the Democratic Republic of Congo credit for putting up a fight, dragging the fixture to extra time, with Algeria finding the back of the net minutes before the final whistle.
Honestly, I'm satisfied. The most important thing was qualifying. Against a very good team from Congo, we know they have some really good players. It was a really great match. Everyone was there for it. We knew the match was going to be highly anticipated. So in the end, that's what matters most.
And finally, in tennis, youth Olympic champion Zhang Qian announced earlier today that she was withdrawing from the Australian Open later on this month due to a lack of physical conditioning. The Chinese player is a former finalist at this year's opening Grand Slam, losing to the current world number one Aryna Sabalenka 6-3 and 6-2 back in 2024. Zhang underwent surgery on her elbow following a first-round defeat at Wimbledon in July, just before returning to the WTA tour in September. However, she pulled out of the third round of the China Open in Beijing after admitting that she had rushed her return to competitive action. Now, the Australian Open, which begins officially on the 18th of January, was where Zhang recorded her first Grand Slam victory and also her best Grand Slam result, although last year she was knocked out in the second round. Now, the 23-year-old had a standout 2024, beating Donna Vekic 6-2 and 6-3. This to claim the Olympic gold in Paris and then also reaching the final of the WTA finals, losing to Coco Gauff in the deciding set tie break. That concludes your sports news this hour. I do return in the final hour of The Upside with the final sports update for the afternoon. As always, for any sports stories you'd like to share with us, do send us an email. That's to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11714 4459. Channel Africa Sport, I am Musibu Di Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. Channel Africa. Your voice, your sound, and your home. Stay logged right here.
Look at my baby. Body gon' make you go crazy. Spawn on, spawn on. Shake it, baby, done with it. Spawn on, yeah. Pull up in the photo. I'm lover. I took her to the stolo. She want the Louis V's, I'm on La Pondo. Yeah. Pull up in the photo. I'm lover. I took her to the stolo. She want the Louis V's, I'm on La Pondo.
You already know the vibes. It's a lot of clickbait, salt and spice. Diamonds in the face, I shine, you shine. Made a lot of mistakes, gave me time. When I lost faith, you would say it's fine. They cannot touch what God designed. Go ahead, crush, so proud you mine. This is real love, it's right or die. Touch me, squeeze me, make me believe in myself is fly. When I was at my weakest, you sparked this fire. God sent you to give me juice and ice. Perfect combination, suit and tie. Angel, halo, seen you in my dreams in porcelain white. Main thing you taught me was don't reply. You already gave them my extra life.
Look at my baby. Body gon' make you go crazy. Spawn on. Back then, I need it. The way you shake it, baby, done with it. Spawn on. Now with me, now my spawn no. Scotch impilo yensokolo. Mfuna ukuhamba nawe mina masponono. Scotch impilo yensokolo. City private locations, Blomeso 2. Go to Shisi Jet, flight 42, passport Gulu ink, I'm a tattoo. Funa city private locations, Blomeso 2. Go to Shisi Jet, flight 42, passport, I'm a tattoo. Tunchi. Look at my baby, body gon' make you go crazy. Spawn on. Back then, I need it. The way you shake it, baby, done with it. Spawn on.
Coming through with Sponono, the title of the song by AKA's Java, coming through in collaboration. The late great AKA. The industry really has never been the same since his passing a few years ago. Welcome to it, the festive edition of The Upside until 5 p.m.
As 2025 draws to a close, we pause to honor the spirits that connect us.
Let's get it started.
The festive season reminds us of what truly matters: family, community, and unity. No matter where you gather or reflect, Channel Africa is with you. Bring you stories and voices that are shaped by the African perspective.
Something significant happened on this day. Asanda, you were a baby, I'm sure. I'm not even sure if you were born. No, you were a baby, yeah.
Yoga. Mmatsheko is still trying to convince me and flip me
No,
over
I've done that already, and you're going to come now on the journey.
I will try.
From all of us to all of you, may your season be safe and peaceful. Channel Africa, the African perspective. The Morning Switch Weekend with the Shy Guy.
There's a Ugandan lawmaker. His name is Atkins Katusabe, who speaks with an American accent in Parliament. So the parliamentarians have complained that we don't understand what you are saying.
Listen to him.
Come on.
Mr. Speaker, I think this is a disaster that could cause an extinction of our entire community. Going to procedure.
Mr. Speaker, the English that is trying to put this matter here is confusing a number of us and making us miss very serious issue. It needs to speak the common English of Uganda. The English is too much.
Need a piece of paper so that we'll be able to read. The English is too much. I picture him saying order, out of order.
Saturday and Sunday mornings belong to the Morning Switch. 3 to 6 a.m. Central African Time. Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge. Tebogo and Mmatsheko from the upside.
You're only for me, you're a giver. Sekutendo sokolisa. Zopataga tenzo kloniba. Vumando binfunu pila. You're only for me, you're a giver. Sondela njabiza, sisawoni njakfila. Lobu ipika, yonke into ndingakunika. Umchaza ngifika, yangisanje ngislima. Just give me a chance, let me take this thing much deeper. Uzosala ngaphandle, don't be, please take my offer. Got a diva that wants me, trust me, no one can stop her. What you say? Vuno jala no mufuni ndoja. Tini girl, velu vumu ye kun patentoko. Hey, ikutendo sokolisa.
Eyes on together like sokolisi.
Zopataga tenzo kloniba.
It ain't like you gotta show it.
Umando binfunu pila.
Feel like I look, don't let me
You're
stop
only
you.
for me, you're a giver. Ikutendo sokolisa.
Eyes on together like sokolisi.
Zopataga tenzo kloniba.
It ain't like you gotta show it.
Umando binfunu pila.
Feel like I look, don't let me
You're
stop
only
you.
for me, you're a giver.
Covering clinger. He wants me to believe that he's ready. I mean, some can say as by he's hot property. He's popular. Now, we are cutting up trees. Nango busy like divas. Well, darling, I'm a dime. Easy come, easy go. Make them like me no more. I can't do it alone. So don't sell me dreams no more. Give me all you
Ikutendo sokolisa.
eyes on together like sokolisi.
Zopataga tenzo kloniba.
It ain't like you got a choice.
Umando binfunu pila.
Feel like I look, don't let me
You're
stop
only
you.
for me, you're a giver. Ikutendo sokolisa.
Eyes on together like sokolisi.
Zopataga tenzo kloniba.
It ain't like you got a choice.
Umando binfunu pila.
Feel like I look, don't let me
You're
stop
only
you.
for me, you're a giver.
Busi, local and good for you with Ndombi coming through. That one perfect for this throwback hour on the upside. Thank you very much for tuning in. We come through with more music in the final hour of the show just after 4.
Parlez-vous couramment le français? Êtes-vous passionné par la radio? Et êtes-vous qualifié pour travailler en Afrique du Sud? Envoyez-nous votre CV et vos 3 minutes démo en MP3 à @channelafrica.co.za pour avoir une chance de rejoindre la famille Channel Africa. Si vous n'avez pas de réponse après 14 jours, cela signifie que vous n'avez pas été retenu. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Ahoy, matey!
Captain here to help, right, boys?
Set sail with us on a digital voyage like no other. Channel Africa has a treasure trove of awesomeness. That is our website and social media pages.
Tell me, why are you here?
We want you to be part of our adventure.
The winds are changing, Captain. And
Imagine a world where curiosity knows no bounds, where entertainment meets enlightenment, and where every click leads to the African perspective. Visit us on our website, www.channelafrica.co.za, or follow us on Instagram or on X at Channel Africa One. Go on, like us on Facebook at Channel Africa One. So, spread the word. Tell a friend that Channel Africa's online variety is what they need on the web. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge.
I've been there so far, they also for the street. I can't scatter everything on the legit. I see courage, enjoyment, you talk say it a kilo. Under fire, the person where they be for. Hunger no they wire you. It be like country no they hammer you. Shake no they shake you. Shake it up for over. If you want know the coco, you go make you the loco. Plenty blessings, plenty they follow. Shall you think say I know? No be today. I remember Sakma used me they play. I've been this over, they hustle for the street. I can't scatter everything on the legit. I see courage, enjoyment, you talk say it a kilo. Under fire, the person where they be for. I've been this over, they hustle for the street. I can't scatter everything on the legit. I see courage, enjoyment, you talk say it a kilo. Under fire, the person where they be for. Allow me enjoy, 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 allow me. All your friends go gather you. Grace and blessings cover you. You see this life, make money, chop money, enjoy yourself. Problems don't they finish you. If you want know the coco, you go make you the loco. Plenty blessings, plenty they follow. Shall you think say I know? No be today. I remember Sakma used me they play. I've been this over, they hustle for the street. I can't scatter everything on the legit. I see courage, enjoyment, you talk say it a kilo. Under fire, the person where they be for. I've been this over, they hustle for the street. I can't scatter everything on the legit. I see courage, enjoyment, you talk say it a kilo. Under fire, the person where they be for.
Debucho and Mmatsheko from the upside.
Mr. Flea. Adeshi,
pounds and dollar, yeah. Then me want a big for dollar, yeah. Make you go ask Dr. Dollar, yeah. My people want the rabbi, yeah. What shall they profit a man if the rabba no day and the timbalaba no day and you cannot do okay, do. Timaya come neko, no time for jo, no time for meow. If you know day, you know day. If you didn't day, you didn't day. Maybe send account number. No time for cho. All day she. Go and tell them. All day she. Papi chulo. All day she. Stand like a tuso. All day she.
Everywhere marama. Everywhere marama. All my girls milli. Oshie kwanya wari agota. You dey play, you dey show. If we show, you gon' know. Everywhere sarambara. Oshie kwanya wari agota. All day she. Papi chulo ni jada. Everywhere Joe. Ukwa chili na five for Mbura Gaza. All day she. Ufefe. Copy a garianu.
Pounds and dollar, yeah. Then me want a big for dollar, yeah. Make you go ask Dr. Dollar, yeah. My people want the rabbi, yeah. What shall they profit a man if the rabba no day and the timbalaba no day and you cannot do okay?
Yoko. Tibaya flavor, yeah. What does she for we side? Yoko. Tibaya flavor, yeah. What does she for we side? Hey.
Like YOLO. Anyway, now she go, I go follow. Today, not tomorrow. Hey, baby, I'm gonna get your attention. That's why I wanna take your vacation. Can you guess that one next location? Zanzibar. Hey, I wanna give my last tattoo. It's gonna be a beauty face of you. Nothing, baby, I won't do. Anything, baby, I go do. I wanna get my last tattoo. It's gonna be a beauty face of you. Nothing, baby, I won't do. Anything, baby, I go do. Have you been to Zanzibar? Yeah, Zanzibar. I wanna take you to Zanzibar. Yeah, Zanzibar. Have you been to Zanzibar? Yeah, Zanzibar. I wanna take you to Zanzibar. Yeah, Zanzibar.
If you wanna be a warrior, oh, me wanna be a shelter. Looking like money, oh mama. Nobody hit me like you do. Ni ushaki chupa, ni onari soba. Oh baby, you know me well. Hey, I wanna get my last tattoo. It's gonna be a pretty face of you. Nothing, baby, I wanna do. Everything, baby, I could do.
I wanna get my last tattoo. It's gonna be a beauty face of you. Nothing, baby, I won't do. Anything, baby, I go do. Have you been to Zanzibar? Yeah, Zanzibar. I wanna take you to Zanzibar. Yeah, Zanzibar. Have you been to Zanzibar? Yeah, Zanzibar. I wanna take you to Zanzibar. Yeah, Zanzibar.
This one, an all-time personal favorite of mine, coming through with Harmonize Zanzibar. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful and refreshing piece of music coming through. So just some really sad news coming out of Nigeria, if you will, with the passing of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's son. So she is currently mourning a very heartbreaking loss of one of her twin boys with her husband, of course, Dr. Ivara Esege. And as we understand it, the death of the 21-month-old twin son, Nkanu Nandi, he passed away yesterday, 7th of January, 2026, which was a Wednesday, this following a brief illness. And because the family is so private, there isn't additional information about the little boy's death. But we send condolences. This is just such a terrible loss for Chimamanda and her husband, Dr. Esege. So with that, let's check in with the latest news. It's 4 p.m.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Mmatsheko. Looking at your top stories, former Ghana minister detained by U.S. immigration and virtual held in the U.S. following shooting of a woman by federal immigration agents. Your latest news. Greetings to our listeners. Ghana's former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta, who is wanted at home on corruption allegations, has been detained in the U.S. over issues related to his immigration status. Ghana has previously requested Ofori-Atta's extradition, but his lawyers are challenging this, saying the allegations against him are politically motivated. His legal team said Ofori-Atta left Ghana last year for medical reasons. In a statement, Ofori-Atta's lawyers said their client was law-abiding and was in the process of applying to change his immigration status, allowing him to stay in the U.S. past the period of validity of his visa. The main opposition candidate in Uganda's presidential election next week has called for a freeze on international financial aid to President Yoweri Museveni's government. Bobi Wine says foreign support is sustaining a crackdown on opposition supporters ahead of the polls due to take place on the 15th of this month. He alleges that he has been assaulted by security forces while hundreds of his supporters have been detained during the election campaign.
Western countries have laws that they can evoke to slap sanctions on those that violate human rights, those that undermine democracy and the rule of law. Unfortunately, they've not. So that comes off as if diplomacy is more important than democracy to them.
The Border Management Authority in South Africa has intercepted over 20 miners near the Limpopo River in the vicinity of the Bay Bridge border post. The children, aged between 5 and 17 years, are believed to have been en route from South Africa to Zimbabwe. Amongst the group were 10 adults. However, preliminary verification confirmed that only one adult is the parent of one of the children. BMA spokesperson Memi Mahozi says this raises serious concern regarding child protection.
All individuals have been placed under the care of the relevant authorities and processes are underway to ensure the safety, well-being and lawful handling of the minors in line with the South African laws and international child protection protocols.
A large-scale contingent has been deployed to the U.S. Embassy in Pretoria, South Africa, as a picket of a coalition of South African trade unions, political groups and civil society organizations takes place. The coalition is against the recent U.S. actions in Venezuela, including the detention of President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. The action is expected to be peaceful. And lastly, hundreds of people have attended a vigil in the U.S. city of Minneapolis to protest against the fatal shooting of a woman by a federal immigration agent yesterday. Demonstrators held up placards and chanted demanding immigration officials from the agency known as the ICE to leave the city. A woman identified in the media as a U.S. citizen, Renee Good, was shot at close range as she tried to drive her car away from agents. The mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, has bluntly rejected the Trump administration's assertion that the agent had shot herself in self-defense.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody this was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed.
Recapping on your top stories, Ghana's former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta, who is wanted at home on corruption allegations, has been detained in the US over issues related to his immigration status. Ghana has previously requested Ofori-Atta's extradition, but his lawyers are challenging this, saying the allegations against him are politically motivated. Channel Africa News, I'm Onelens Insi.
SABC News. The African perspective. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
With 6 minutes into the grand finale of the Upside, the festive edition, on with you until 5 p.m. Before we make way for Vue d'Afrique with the French team that's going to be coming through. But in this hour, we continue all things musical for the festive edition. DJ Slade J will be coming through. We're going to be exploring some wonderful mixes that are going to be coming through. So stick around, all coming up in this hour.
Your afternoons just got even better, fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from an African perspective. Tebogo and Mmatsheko on the Upside. Tebogo and Mmatsheko on the Upside.
Baby, weather is getting cold, cold inside. Double sweater, I am young, ordinary, paranoid. I can picture this life without you, my life. I know fit forget you. Hey Bezina, uzo, uzo. If I speak English, you cho, no walking. I know what punish you, I want to punish you. If you see my baby, you go shut up, I'ma get too fine, don't be makeup, yeah, baby, lie down, no. Finish work for me, oh, tomato, put that thing back,
Davido coming through with You, the title of the song. Thanks for staying with us. 9 minutes into 4.
Je, una jambo lolote akilini mwako? Je, una shauku kuhusu masuala muhimu? Na je, una maoni ambayo unataka yasikike? Kweli, hili jukwaa ni la kwako. Piga simu au tuandikie kwenda WhatsApp namba alama ya kujumulisha 2760552594 na tutakupigia simu.
Mtangazaji wa habari zetu za Afrika Kusini mjini Johannesburg.
Hivyo unaweza kuwa mshirika kwenye matangazo yetu. Sio mazungumzo tu, ni fursa yako ya kuchangia maoni yako na kushirikiana na jumuiya ya wasikilizaji wanaotamani mtazamo wako. Tufuate kwenye mitandao ya kijamii. Tembelea tovuti yetu www.channelafrica.co.za na uwe tayari kushiriki na kuchangia maoni yako kwenye Channel Africa. Channel Africa, mtazamo wa Kiafrika.
Whatever you want to hear about today's talk, you can only get it on the Upside. Every weekday, 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time.
Well, here we are and introducing our mix for this hour with Johannes Sbanyoni, better known as Slay J. Began his creative journey or career in creative journey with poetry, before teaching himself music production using a small home studio setup. After balancing a career in IT with music and DJing, he returned in the year 2022 with Se Siafika, featuring, or rather following the Amapiano EP of the year 2023. Now back in the spotlight, Slay J is working on new material, as we understand it, with an upcoming EP. Here he is in the mix.
trip, jelly man. Get you a few drinks if you want. Bekele beke samba si Italy. Nini nani ningise nabagan. Ay, ochoku namagan. Ipalasiaga. I said, don't mean never buy. Ipalasiaga. I said, don't mean never buy. Ipalasiaga. I said, don't mean never buy. Ipalasiaga. Bayeke bonke basti banane maboko balethe something uhlale sandini ntwana yase dustin ubukisa umuzi so badlere Justin bayeke bonke basti banane maboko balethe something uhlale sandini ntwana yase dustin ubukisa umuzi so badlere Justin mina kanti baphethe malini kumele ukushini manje ngihlale sentini mabahlanganise mabafuna ukufika kini angithini bani usomatekisi unukuthinta mina kanti baphethe malini kumele ukushini manje ngihlale sentini mabahlanganise mabafuna ukufika kini angithini bani usomatekisi ighost yamaghost ephume dustin mabaphatanise mebafuna lempi kuze nabo bastole sentini kuze nabo bastole bilitini ighost yamaghost ephume dustin mabaphatanise mebafuna lempi kuze nabo bastole senti kuze nabo bastole filiti iba maboko 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 maboko.
Big themes of music. That's what we're honoring in this final hour of the show. We in each other's company until 5 here on The Upside. And that was a mix by DJ Soleil J coming through. Right now, though, it's 4:30.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
And a very good afternoon from the sports desk. I am Musibu Dimakura with the latest sports news at the Sawa. So the fixtures for the Total Energies CAF Champions League 2025-2026 as well as the CAF Confederation Cup 2025-2026 group stage match day 3, 4 and 5 have been confirmed. Now Africa's flagship interclub competitions will resume later on this month with the next round of fixtures played between Friday the 23rd of January and Sunday the 25th of January across the continent. They were also paused in December to allow the continent's best national teams to compete in the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations tournament in Morocco. Now, 2 rounds of the group stage matches have been completed and did so before the break, delivering, of course, early statements on intent from title contenders, as well as leaving several groups finally poised. Match day 3 marks also the midway point of the group phase, making it also a crucial juncture in the race for the quarterfinals, where momentum is key and there will be little margin for error. Nigeria's left-back Calvin Bassey has spoken about the chemistry between the Fulham trio of himself, Samuel Chukwueze, as well as Alex Iwobi as the Super Eagles continue to scale through the AFCON. Now, the banter between Chukwueze as well as Bassey, with some tales from the English Premier League club, as well as also in the national team, have drawn some football fans to the attention of this camp. On the field, Nigeria are cruising at the moment as they aim now to reach back-to-back Africa Cup of Nations finals. It is also the understanding that is very important to Bassey and his teammates.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's a chemistry. We're just trying to bring the understanding. As you can see, me and Alex have great understanding, and Samuel. So we're just trying to bring that understanding and that chemistry we have with our club side to here, and hopefully help the team in any way we can. I mean, of course, we were there 2 years ago. We believe in our ability and quality, but at the end of the day, we've got to take each game as it comes. That's the most important thing.
Now, Bassey, born in Italy to Nigerian parents but raised in England, has also become known as a prayer warrior in the Super Eagles camp. The 26-year-old centre-back has also been praised by the fans in Fulham, who have now travelled all the way from England to support him, Iwobi as well as Chukwueze, as the Super Eagles aim for African glory.
Now, of course, I mean, for them to be here, it's all love, and we thank them, and we thank their support. That's it, we thank them a lot. I mean, can't really put it into words right now, will be unbelievable. I know last time I was there in the final, it didn't go our way, but, just being in the final, the moment, the emotion, it was just amazing and unbelievable.
On to the story now. Former Premier League soccer referee David Coote was on Thursday given a suspended prison sentence after pleading guilty to a charge of making an indecent image of a child. Coote was sacked last year by the English soccer's referees body after video circulated on social media of him making derogatory comments about a former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp. Now, that incident sparked further investigations, which led to Coote's electronic devices being seized by police in February of 2025, prosecutor Jeremy Yanez having told the Nottingham Crown Court. Now, the charge of making an indecent image relates to downloading, sharing, as well as saving material, and Yanez said there was no suggestion Coote was involved in making the video. Now, Coote pleaded not guilty at the first court appearance in September, but then changed his plea to guilty the following month. And finally, in tennis news, the ATP on Thursday announced a slight compromise with disgruntled players by reducing the number of obligatory tournaments that must be played each year in an ever more packed schedule. Now, Wimbledon champion Nick Sinner, as well as the world number one Carlos Alcaraz, are among the top male players to have complained about the heavy workload, with an increasing number of players succumbing to injury as well as burnout. Now, the ATP said it was reducing the number of ATP 500 events players must take part in each year from 5 to 4, and also cutting back the maximum number of events used to calculate ranking points from 19 to 18. The ATP said this was done now to create a more scheduling flexibility. Top 30 ATP players are obliged, unless injured, to compete in all 4 Grand Slam tournaments, 9 Masters 1000 events, as well as the ATP finals if they qualify, and 4 ATP 500 events. On that note, to conclude your sports news this afternoon on Channel Africa. There'll be more sporting updates tomorrow morning on Africa Rise and Shine. As always, for any sports stories you'd like to share with us, remember to be in contact with us by sending us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Alternatively, contact us as well on our newsroom line, that is +27 11714 4459. It's exactly 16:36 p.m. Central African Time. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Mosibu Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African Perspective. Mmatsheko Mosito and Teboholi Kuleni on the upside.
Super hairy captain, hey, I hate it, don't get past him. manchoma nigga bile ke boss ya makawa passenger seat ka le khala bank account ka u di bata monata ka di bata be a ho monata thata ko manchoma ni kare bire le baje ka to shota e ngane mele list di wana ba thoma ni kono saka thata mo manchoma ni ho tsi di thalana mo ho tsi makharebe mo ho tsi di thalala mo ho tsi makharebe mo Diri di chipile ko manchoma ni di pache di chipile ko manchoma ni gira bili ke boss ya makawa try coca ko manchoma ni diri di chipile ko manchoma ni di pache di chipile ko manchoma ni gira bili ke boss ya makawa try coca ko manchoma ni ho tsi di thalala mo ho tsi makharebe mo ho tsi di thalala mo ho tsi makharebe mo Diri di chipile ko manchoma ni di pache di chipile ko manchoma ni gira bili ke boss ya makawa try coca ko manchoma ni ho tsi di thalala mo ho tsi makharebe mo ho tsi di thalala mo ho tsi makharebe mo kerebe a ho monate thata ko manchoma ni kare bire le baje ka to shota e ngane melo list di wana ba thoma ni kono saka thata mo manchoma ni
Ay wow balima banyana bagokasi badidimana nahagitena bachinchana ukalimeke bapatala wow walimana banyana bagokasi badidimana nahagitena bachinchana ukalimeke bapatala pili ematoto baby 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 ematoto baby
Chipile ko manchoma ni di pache di chipile ko manchoma ni gira bili ke boss ya makawa try coca ko manchoma ni diri di chipile ko manchoma ni di pache di chipile ko manchoma ni gira bili ke boss ya makawa try coca ko manchoma ni
All right, this is us completing our mix with the Slay J coming through exclusively to Channel Africa and the Upside. We take a double play after this.
Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows. Catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Midday vibes, great programming, and good company. This is Channel Africa. Deboho and Mmatsheko from the upside.
Waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, many gist. Oh, I still find my peace in all that. Oh, but they do like say me, I know they see. Like say I know the year. Which kind person be this? Oh, waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, and like I hate Genesis. I be dealing with frenemies. Survivor, me onigba, money chaser, faster than a bullet, flying like a rocket, bad man we never rest, king of south and the west, faster than a car, on fait banissa, faster than a benzo, you below level, so, bad vibes on the ground, reading my psalm, I'm so biblical. I hate to look at them with them to nigga. They won't say your nigga. They want to do your teacher. Before you are man, oh my nigga, oh my nigga. You go there when I no get ginger. Oh my nigga, you go there when I no get rubber. Cause my mama be praying for me, say make I get it. Oh my baby, she you go there before my suru lady. Oh, waiting be this like been through many things, many gist. Oh, I still find my peace. Oh, you do like say me, I know they see. Like say I know the year. Which kind person be this? Oh, waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, like I hate Genesis. I be dealing with frenemies. Survivor, me onigba, money chaser, faster than a bullet, flying like a rocket, bad man we never rest, king of south and the west, faster than a car, on fait banissa, faster than a benzo, je below level, so, bad vibes on the ground, reading my psalm, I'm so biblical. I hate to look at them with them to nigga. They won't say your nigga. They want to do your teacher. Before you are man, oh my nigga. You go there when I no get ginger. Oh my nigga, she you go there when I no get rubber. Cause my mama be praying for me, say make I get it. Oh my baby, she you go there before my suru lady.
Timmy J on the track.
The voice of the continent, now online, with all your sports fixtures, lifestyle, and more.
LVDS on the beat.
Mama. Hey, mama. Chamani wao. Makonyama, chiquito kula makonyama tibola begaso. Makonyama, chiquita batibola begaso. Okunye don ni jengido na. Adema nyuma ni beisa. Ene banyena abaiga. Dema nyuma ni beisa. Abuye ne banyena neba abaiga. Jene bamakena fiya kenye ene banyena abaiga. Dema nyuma ne baiga. Dema nyuma ini ulala nena baro life. Sisopo jeneba ini sune na nasmo naive. Oro musonyale ini wati korona na dolo naive.
Geneva. Inyanane Geneva jengi madonjama. Mediki Geneva. Kana boya gengi manobali adomate. Luno mimbiri kemiri chama. Mijoro joro chama. Mama me haminge hami chama. Fumbi kasi tiba mijoro lava. Doku efe dogo ne malunge. Baby mayala. Jakina bidelila. Nakoro mali makano no fembaye. Makaribi delila. Ameriki ne bamoko sirate doniye. Ino bidelila. Nakoro mali makano no fembaye. Makaribi delila. Ameriki ne bamoko sirate doniye. Geneva ya fanema. Ine tumfa mari manjote. Mama ya fanema. Inyena su makunyama. Chikitu kula makunyama tibola Picasso. Makunyama. Chikita matibola Picasso. Wakunye donye jengi dona. Na dema nyuma ni beisa. Ene banyena. Abarika. Dema nyuma ni beisa. Uyene banyena nema. Abarika. Ene bakena fiya kenye. Ene banyena. Abarika. Dema nyuma ni beisa. Mama ye chokota nunado. Kadese matolu laina. Mama ye fanta fala lunya jiche. Kachokota ni nuferero. Iyake munu nye numado ye. Geneva ya foluma. Pinyumando mali ya tele de bolendo. Bete nyumando mai. Madamu konare wali furumusu neba nyoko macha. Only dinu nanima. Geneva nyoko macha. Sisoko sidide. Mama Geneva atungi baro. Kanute mamunde. Neba Geneva atungi baro. Uyate filide. Sisoko siraka Geneva. Pali manyu mumi mama fe. Tapa sisoko kabifo. Sisoko shake bifo. Tuokal sisoko kabifo. Sisoko hawa bifo. Wawolo de nyumumbi mama fe. Jabate buba mamado. Mariamu kunare mamado. Kunare sidi mamado. Madina kunare mamado. Neba ya fanema. Ene tufa mari manjote. Mama ya fanema. Enye na suma tumbe na ote doni. Makonyama. Jigita kula makonyama tibola Picasso. Makonyama. Jigita matibola Picasso. Wakunye doni jengi dona. Na dema nyuma ni beisa. Ene banyena. Abarika. Dema nyuma ni beisa. Uyene banyena nema. Abarika. Jene banyena fiya kenye. Ene banyena. Abarika. Dema nyuma ni beisa. Neta embai. Jene embai. Uneta embai. Sarami mena usamu embai. Neta embai. Afonyita ejoye. Nita yoluye. Timikala maunta embai. Ita itai. Mpeneta endai. Ambeta endai. Nimi enda jamude from bai.
We have Vue d'Afrique coming in with the French team just after 5 p.m. So stick around for that. Joël Mutiba and the team will be coming through.
Este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África, com Remo Samo e João Yabalá.
A situação do ativista angolano Serrote José de Oliveira, preso desde julho, tem gerado grande preocupação internacional. Conhecido como General Nila e presidente do movimento União Nacional para a Total Revolução de Angola, Serrote iniciou uma greve de fome em protesto contra a sua prisão, que considera arbitrária. De acordo com a Amnistia Internacional, o estado de saúde do ativista está a deteriorar-se rapidamente devido à falta de acesso a cuidados médicos adequados. Para discutir o impacto deste caso e o estado da liberdade política em Angola, vamos conversar com Dito Dale, ativista e defensor dos direitos humanos.
Nós estamos diante de uma clara estratégia de aniquilar o jovem, porque quando uma pessoa está doente, deve ser assistido. Ao não proporcionar esses cuidados médicos, o que é que o regime quer? Não quer que esse jovem saia livre e com vida da prisão, quer matá-lo.
De segunda a sexta-feira, das 20 às 21 horas locais, este é o Caleidoscópio de Canal África.
Broadcasting in 5 different languages, connecting the continent. This is Channel Africa, the African perspective.
You don't have a chance to
It's just a great Southern African classic, man. Whether you're in South Africa, Lesotho, Zambia, Zimbabwe, this is a big one. And many remakes of this wonderful piece of music. Thandiswa Mazwai has a remake. I think, who else? I can't think of others. But I know in my mind, I would love to hear an Angelique Kidjo rendition of Weekend Special by Brenda Fassie coming to. This is us wrapping up the festive edition of, or the Thursday festive edition of The Upside, and we're back again in each other's company between 1 and 5 tomorrow. Vue d'Afrique avec Joël Moutiba coming to after 5 p.m. I don't know how to say 5 p.m. in French, but you know what I mean. We'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers.
Unwinding with Africa's holiday rhythms. Rejoice with Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Don't